I swear, it's almost like these things happen just so you can
Mm-hmm.
appreciate when things work. Like if you just take for granted, oh, it just works. But and then the universe says to you, oh, but what if it doesn't work? What if we strategically break it to drive you crazy? I don't have a response for that, to be honest.
What if we strategically
Yeah,
break it?
nah, I don't have a response for strategically just breaking my stream deck. Like, I mean, I came out of the other end of this feeling a little bit like a crab, actually.
A little, little
Yeah,
tattered.
I don't know if the intended lesson was learned here. I feel like I feel more like a crab than anything else.
Hmm. Yeah. I can see how you'd feel a little bit crabby.
But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will put all of that behind me because officially it is the time to start the things and to do the things. And Bungie has something in store for us today.
Do they?
Oh, were you not aware of what landed upon us?
Uh,
Or what was to land upon us on Tuesday?
um,
We believe we spoke about it last week.
it seems. I mean, it seems like there was a portal
A portal.
of some sort that was being built in the back of the tower.
There was indeed a portal. And
Okay.
as a matter
Okay.
of fact, the Warlock Vanguard began to think with portals.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Yeah.
Because apparently we need to defeat the Undying Mind in every timeline, and we have to do it all at once because it's the Undying Mind, right? So technically, it is undying, and yeah, cool. So I'm actually gonna run back there right now and see what's up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's glorious. Sorry, I had to
Yes.
stick you on the coming. I had to stick you on the starting soon screen because I felt like your presence was sorely missed. I hope you approve because it's quite hilarious. Alright, I don't know. At least.
Wow. Yeah. There's
What?
a thing over
There's
here.
a what over where? Where are you?
I told you I was gonna run to where Ikora was and see what's going
Did you
on.
pick up your bounties?
Yeah, she built a thing here. No, for what?
I don't know. Banshee, crab.
I mean, yes,
Okay.
but also, yeah, there's a thing here.
A thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Vex portal.
The giant connect.
Nice to see that Ikora kept her steel tech from the Golden Age. The patchworkiest patchwork thing I've ever seen get patchworked. I mean, listen, she's the Warlock Vanguard. I mean, you know, I'm not expecting Vex level craftsmanship.
This is it, Guardians.
I'm
This
just
is
saying,
our
you
chance
know,
to kill
it's
the
looking kind of
Undying
rough.
Mind for
You're looking
food
kind of rough
and
there,
contain
Ikora.
the
I'm sorry.
Vex on Luna. The portal works. Zavala and I tested it ourselves 24 times.
Oh God, video game
That's
Donkey has a
24
video out on
timelines where
Death
the
Stranding.
Undying Mind will never return.
I'm
Uh-oh.
still in anticipation of this.
Hundreds, thousands more timelines.
If you
remain.
talk to Ikora,
It will
she's gonna
take
give
all
I'm
of
talking
us
to her
working
right now.
together
each.
to stop this.
Oh,
Gather your
okay.
fire team.
Okay.
Fine-tune your loadouts. It's time for us to do what we Guardians do best. Get in there and fight.
No, she's hitting me with the. She's
Oh,
hitting me with
man.
the what's it called?
With the fine tune your loadouts. Defeat the crab.
Did you just say defeat the crab?
Yeah, that's what she said. She said defeat.
She said defeat
crab.
the Vex crab. Is that it?
That's what she said. Yep. I
I
distinctly
feel
heard
like you're
that.
embellishing just a little bit.
Mm.
Not even slightly.
No. Definitely defeat the crab.
Oh my gosh. Is there any way to just automatically opt into this kind of thing? Bunch of crap.
Opt into what?
You know, just the whenever we're broadcasting, like the every time I have to opt into your voice chat all the time.
Maybe there's a way you can do that, like in like a trusted user setting or something. If not, they should definitely add that enhancement in the next
Yes,
update.
that might indeed be like a slight overlooked thing to overlook.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go. All right, so now that Ikora has her
Then take it.
gloriously enthusiastic
It's yours.
monotone informed us of our task,
Find what you seek.
Yes, 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 yes.
are you ready to yas the yas?
I
Out
am
of the
ready
dark.
to yas the yas.
It's always like a
And such.
The foul
There's a little bit
aura
of a-
Yes,
emanating
yes,
from
yes,
that
yes.
pyramid bites at my bones. I
something
can only
on.
imagine what Eris felt when it woke up.
Well, okay, so here's what I propose. Perhaps we can go, talk to Eris and pick up that memory. The last
Oh yeah,
memory,
absolutely.
I think.
Absolutely. We should definitely do that.
And then we should go and check
Tell
out
me what you
that,
and Eris have learned.
whatever that thing is that Ikora just told us to go do.
Are you talking about the final assault of the Vex offensive?
The final
The
assault
Vex,
of the Vex offensive.
Vex Gate that she spent weeks painstakingly papier macheing together?
Eris is
Yes, that thing that she very lovingly put together with her
Nah,
bare
Ikora, I'm
hands.
sorry, you're never living this down, booby. What is this thing? What is this gate? The center of the gate has a hole in it.
Well, she says it works. She said she and Zavala tried it out
Undying mind supposed to come
And-
through this hole.
12 times. A dozen times they went through and killed the Undying Mind in a different
Nice course
timeline.
correction you had there. I heard that. I heard that.
So, what? Well, that's a dozen. That's what a dozen means. What do you mean, nice course correction?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Do something.
I think Ikora might be.
Are you
might be
confused
fudging those
as
numbers
to-
a bit, okay? I'm just saying. Listen. Nobody told her to always bring her $10 words to every conversation. She could have just said 12.
Well, I want to make sure everyone understands how many times she did it exactly. Yeah, I don't want anyone to be confused
Well,
about how many times she went through the gate and killed the
yeah,
Undying
I feel
Mind.
you. That's actually very nice of you. The stream undoubtedly thanks you. Undoubtedly.
Much. Indeed, indeed.
So, let us, wait, let me check the map. I hope that's a thing I can do. I don't know if that kind of thing is global,
Eris is
or if I need to be playing as my Titan for this.
She will be fine.
Hmm.
Keep it together, girl.
So, check the moon. Now, is it me, or does Eris not have anything for us?
I can get you inside.
Or is it just me?
Not here.
Eris have anything for us?
She does not appear to have anything from the map, but I think we just need to go talk to her.
Usually,
Because the challenge,
Do we have a deal?
What?
it says weekly. It says the weekly is to complete a memory quest,
Okay.
which means that she does
Okay,
have
then
one.
Jessica, you do
Yeah.
see something on her name. Then it says she has something. That's what it means when she has something. When it says
Oh.
that there's something to do on her name. Okay, there. That confirms that I need to switch back to my Titan.
I want the kind
Unfortunately,
Oh, okay.
because I guess it's because I haven't beaten Shadowkeep with my Warlock.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
The moon is looking kind of barren, looking kind of sparse, looking kind of underwhelming. But
Kind of
a little bit,
underwhelming.
but you know what? Before I go, I will bless you with my impossibly stylish visage. Unfortunately, we will be losing the Well of Radiance, but it's okay, because I will bring Titan bubbles in their stead. Now then, gaze upon me
Okay, good. That sounds.
and marvel at my stylishness.
At your
Get off the pause
stylishness.
screen and look at me.
Okay. Oh, what the?
Yeah, gaze upon me.
What? You look insane. What is going on with that helmet?
I am a warlock, okay? I am a wicker warlock at that. What? You're always talking about how lame warlocks look. And I'm just here to let you know that you too can be this stylish. Check out these horns.
You do look very striking.
Yeah.
Those giant horns are really something.
Am I the wicker penguin?
Or something. You're like the sleigh penguin. Because you're rushing through the snow and a one horse open sleigh.
What?
Anyway,
That sounds like mockery from here, but okay, alright, we'll let you get away with that one. We'll give you a mulligan.
you're like the reindeer.
I'm
You're
a
like the reindeer
reindeer?
warlock.
This is the stag. How dare you? How dare you put some disrespect on my... Did you know what this helmet looks like originally? Need I remind... Clearly I need to...
The
clearly I need
stag?
to remind you. Yeah, this is the stag.
looking for
Clearly I need to remind you of how lame...
Oh.
Look at this. I look like a hood
Oh,
ornament.
Yeah, that's lame.
I look like I belong on the front of a lumberjack's truck. So I would advise you to put some respect on my horns. There they are. Ah. Okay. There we go.
Not
Yeah.
everything Fenchurch
All right.
sends
Now that
is
we've gotten
safe
that out of
to
the way,
sell.
gotten that out of my system. Here. Come on. Before I go. Come on. One for the road.
Okay.
The big foundries
I believe in you.
behind
You can do it.
Ah! Okay. Okay.
Pow. Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Alright. I will see you in a moment. Clearly I have to switch
Okay.
characters to someone who's less of a noob.
Need some new moves, Guardian?
A darn shame that. Welcome to episode 107 of the expert playlist, by the way. Preamble aside. Preamble aside.
Mm-hmm.
Because tonight is the night that we tackle a boss we haven't been able to fight since ever, because we made the grave mistake of playing this game on the Xbox One instead of the PS4. So we've never fought the Undying Mind ever. You know, I almost want to install. I almost want to reinstall Destiny 1 just to play that strike and see what it was like. I
Really?
want to do that. Well, yeah, because everything. All right, so we were supposed to get content a year late. That was supposed to be the barometer, a year late. So when Taken King came out, you know, of course, we had the Hawk Moon, and we got all the stuff, you know, that extra strike popped. Like, we got the stuff we should have gotten in, you know, before. But for some reason, the strike didn't open up. Remember at one point, I, like, glitched my way through the Cosmodrome and ended up in the Undying Mind area? I don't even remember when I did that.
I do remember that.
And I was like, oh, okay, so it's in the game. Thank you, guys. But, much to my dismay, it meant nothing. Because Taken King came and went, and we didn't get our strike. And then Rise of Iron came and went, and we did not get our extra strike and weapons and stuff. Dear, it was not until Destiny 2 came out that they unlocked all the stuff in the first one. And by then, it's like, oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for finally...
Just in time for this to not matter.
Like, thanks for giving me this content on the eve of it becoming obsolete.
Although, if you remember, around the time that everyone figured out vanilla Destiny 2 had no endgame, there was a resurgence of Destiny 1 people.
I was actually one of those people, yes. I was actually one of those people. Wait a minute. There was also no endgame to Oh, okay, good. They haven't shut down the servers for Destiny 1 yet. So, I think
Oh, good. So technically we can still play it if we
I feel
want.
like the opportunity is actually pretty... Wait, where are we flying? Why are we flying to the moon? Did I pick up my bounties as my Titan? Thank you, inconsiderate.
Oh,
you thought I already had them because I was playing as my Warlock, and when I picked them up as my Warlock, that means I also picked them up on my Titan. That's exactly what that means. Except it doesn't. Except that's not what it means.
Just go and pick them up.
Thanks a lot.
Please.
Now I have to subject my viewers to the title screen and the character select screen. Because you just want to pull people into orbit without warning them. It's an enduring Gabriel meme, by the way. She always just yanks you from planet to planet. Like an Anthem mechanic. Without warning. You too can be yanked to a random planet. What? You know it's true. I'm a jerk. Okay, I'm a jerk. You didn't even let me materialize on the physical plane before you left the tower. Like, I had signed in, right? And then I picked the tower, and then my ship was flying through orbit, and then all of a sudden my screen just went black. And I'm like, wait, what? Did the game break? Am I about to get Marion buried? And then no. I was suddenly in orbit with another ship. And I said, oh, Sarabi. You know, just...
Ah, jeez.
Did you check your text messages?
Yes.
Did you see that?
I'm on the title screen now.
You are. You are indeed on the coming soon screen.
On the coming soon screen.
Yes, that's it. I feel like that's the appropriate... I feel like that appropriately conveys your enthusiasm. I feel like that's it right there. That's the Gabriel barometer.
Yay! Season rank.
What?
My season rank went
So
up.
your season is rank? Like it smells?
Yeah, my season rank went up. No.
What? All I heard was season rank.
I just said my season. Yes, my season rank has increased. Okay.
So the rankness has increased.
Yes, the rankness has officially increased. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I can now choose another one of these fun thingies.
Oh, are you? Do they have you unlocking stuff?
For the Gate Lord's eye. Yeah, for the Gate Lord's
Oh,
eye.
nice, nice, nice. Well, be sure to
So,
pick something that's
ballistic
conducive to
combo.
the playing style. You know,
Keep it loaded.
something that works nicely for you. What?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I think I'm gonna get overload grenades.
Okay. Are you paying attention to that description, though? You're paying close eye to it, right?
Avoid grenades.
So you gotta choose. You gotta choose
Okay.
wisely. Don't I know I've already re-rolled your artifact once, so I mean you're still pretty low on the. Yes,
You
I
did?
When I did my housekeeping, yes, I re-rolled your artifact. Yes, I did.
What do you think this machine does?
You don't even know what I changed, do you?
I don't know what you. No.
Crab noodle. Okay, so let me see if I remember.
The archives
Let me see if I remember.
Make it into something useful.
Artifact. All right, so I think you had. Yeah, there we go.
The
I think
XO
you
are among
had,
the greatest mysteries. They are well encrypted. Even
There
to
you go. You
themselves.
had anti-barrier hand cannon and
Some of these
anti-barrier
files are older than the city itself.
auto rifle
That can't be right.
unlocked. And then I noticed pretty astutely that you weren't using any hand cannons whatsoever, making that upgrade kind of moot. So I figured if you can already get anti-barrier hand cannon by default from Ariana's Vow, that I would just take that off and give it to submachine guns instead, because you definitely use submachine guns more than you use hand cannons at present.
Yeah, more
So,
often
I
than
figured-
not, I'm using a.
Yeah, so I figured if you ever want that later on, you can put that in there, but I even did that to my character. Like, I don't see the point in wasting a node on anti-barrier hand cannon when you have Ariana's Vow.
Look out, Guardian.
Because I don't know about you, I don't use my hand cannons for that. It's like, why do that? The hand cannons have such a low rate of fire that anti-barrier auto rifle or submachine gun just feels like a better prospect. It's like, do I want to fire one round every 1.5 seconds, or do I want to fire 10 anti-barrier rounds? So yeah. Like, for me, I think I made my hand cannons unstoppable. I mean, for Fuka all that does, but I made them unstoppable.
Yes, Guardian.
I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. Listen, firing a hand
It's
cannon
yours.
at an unstoppable ogre still feels like throwing a can of beans at a charging rhino. It just doesn't feel right.
Be well.
Yeah.
Rumor is you've
It
been
just
spending
feels wrong, and the ogre's just gonna laugh at you while you mosquito bite it and hit you in the face. The only thing I've ever seen that consistently, like, smacks an unstoppable ogre in the jaw is the Leviathan's Breath. Like, that thing will make an ogre drop to one knee, like, ow! So, in light of that development, you can try, but, you know, in the end, you kind of need the death breath in order to be truly effective.
Okay. Grants melee energy on final blows with shield-piercing weapons, or when a member of your fire team shuts down a barrier champion's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I like that. What is the other one? Grant grenade energy on final blows with shield-piercing weapons. Oh, okay. Those are good actually. Do I like grenades more than melees? I do like
Do
both
you
of
use
those.
grenades more or do you use melees more?
These days I'm using grenades more because I have that exotic that turns my grenade into a mini uh, oh wait, no, actually it's the opposite because I use the grenades less because half of the time I turn my grenade into like a super arc soul.
I mean, you do still use grenades, right?
Yeah. So so this is good because I can get more grenade energy and get that faster. So I'm gonna go for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for that.
Why do I feel like 343 Guilty Spark all of a sudden?
I don't know. Why do you feel like 343 Guilty Spark?
I don't know. It must be the singing. It must be the humming. The uncharacteristic humming. What does this lectern have for me? Does it have a weapon for me? Oh, it's got boots. Oh, I got boots. I got boots of the Dreambane. Look at that. Oh.
Indeed, it had
I guess I'm gonna delete these boots.
it had some gauntlets for me.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you for the legendary shards. Just sorry, guys. I just, I don't know what to tell you. Just gave me some boots. And what I really need are some of these weapons, like where you have to find, like,
God killer.
I don't know, the teeth of the Hellmouth. Ooh, what is this? Ariana 3 was the Praxic warlock who led our fire team of 6 into the Hellmouth and unknowingly to our doom. Oh, so it was her fault. I do not blame her. I don't know, it sounds like you do. During the Great Disaster,
That's definitely the
Her
last
snuffed
one.
out love in her heart and left only venom. In the end, before she lost her life in the Oversoul throne. Oh, that sounds terrible. Ariana 3 came to regret her haste for vengeance. Okay. So you were supposed to be a warlock, okay? You're supposed to be the smartest one in the group. And you're the one that led us down. You're the one that led Eris Morn down the path to destruction. Who was giving you your intel, girl?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Well,
Yeah.
if you recall, Ariana's vow,
I am using that weapon.
yes, that weapon is named as such because Ariana's lover, a hunter, I believe, was killed horribly by the Hive. So she made a vow that she would snuff them out, no matter what, that she would avenge him. So yeah, she kind of lost her cool. She was not thinking straight.
For Wei.
Loud footsteps.
Is that his
Welcome,
name?
Titan.
Wei.
Yeah,
Wei
for
Shen?
Wei. Yeah,
Are
Wei.
we crossing over with the? Oh my goodness! Is this hinting? Is this proof of a
All
Sleeping
shall be
Dogs
well.
Destiny crossover?
Ariana was the Brexit warlock who led our fire team of 6 into the Hellmouth and unknowingly to
You know I
our
just read that,
doom.
right?
I do not blame her.
Y-
I know, but it sounds cooler.
No,
when
it
I read
doesn't.
I do not
No.
blame her,
Stop.
Guardian. During the Great Disaster, Rota snuffed out
Your
the love
accent is
in her heart
inconsistent.
and left only venom. In the end, before she lost her life in the Oversoul,
British and American.
Ariana 3 came to regret. Stop!
Your accent is just going in and out. It's driving me crazy.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. That you want to do an accent and you don't want to know which one you want to stick to because you're too busy switching all the time. You don't have any set syllables in your dialect. Listen! It's driving me crazy. You're like a revolving. You're like the United Nations.
You can't by recovering stolen treasures from lunar scavengers beneath the surface of the moon.
Are you saying that he's going to the surface of the moon? Yeah, you see? See? You need to... Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna have a nice long talk about your racism.
My
Yep.
racism.
As we take our...
Okay, so check this out. Now, so as we talked about last
Please do
time,
not
every
crowd me.
week we get another transmission from the darkness. This
Destroy
new
those
one,
that would worship the
Eris
darkness.
says, these words contain an ancient and unknown power. They are something beyond manipulative ruminations. There is a cry within them, one that seeks to be heard, lost in a sea that only dampens their truth.
With its dying
We must
breath,
let them be
the
heard.
traveler created
It may be our
ghosts.
only way to prepare for whatever
Open
comes next.
doors.
Okay.
So I just want to point out that Eris started out saying,
Ariana 3 was
you know, it
strongest,
speaks
and the leader of
lies,
our band.
do not be fooled.
Okay.
Most of all.
And now she's saying, well, you know, it goes beyond, you know, manipulative rumination. The voice must be
So where
heard.
does it
Can
go?
do what must be done.
What do you mean, where
Well,
does it
you
go?
said it goes beyond. What does it mean? What does that mean?
So what she's saying is it's not just the
The
manipulative
city's walls are
ruminations
not sheltered
of a force that's trying to fool us, is what she's saying. There's something beyond that that's crying out to be heard.
With
Okay.
its dying breath, the traveler created
I
ghosts.
just find that so darn interesting.
open
Should we read the lore card? Or should we go and do,
Oh no, you should read the lore card, and I'm going to solve this riddle
its
because
dying
I don't
breath,
know
the
from
traveler
where I'm
created
sitting.
ghosts.
It sounds like we may just have to go to either the Anchor of Light or the Hellmouth and enter the temple. Because it says
Mhm.
it says we have to look for a
Ariana
lunar
was
scavenger
and the
beneath
leader
the
of our
surface of the
band.
moon. I think that's what it says. Yeah, beneath the
Listen,
surface of the moon.
most of all.
And to me, that says like to me
Mm.
that says like the world's grave. The world's grave is near. The world's grave is where you fight Phototh.
All things are possible now.
So something
Oh,
tells me,
okay.
yeah, that we're gonna have to go down there. So I'm just plotting a route. So if, yeah, totally. Read the lore while I plot us a
alright,
route.
let's check out the lure card. The lure card. Lure. The darknesses.
Come here, darkness.
Unveiling.
Unveiling of the hive. I've been
Alright,
kicked off a better moons
It's
than
called
this.
P53.
Oh, okay.
Called P53. It begins. Thank you. Thank you for making room in your life for another talking doll. Let me ask you a question. In the 3 billion base pairs of your root species genome, there's a single gene that codes for a protein called P53. The name is a mistake. The protein weighs only as much as 47,000 protons, not 53,000. If you were a cell, would you think P53 was a mistake too? It has several coercive functions. To delay the cell's growth, sterilize the cell when it is old, and to force the cell into self-destruction if it becomes too independent. Would you tolerate a bomb in your body waiting to detonate if it deviated from the needs of society? However, without P53 as an enforcer, the body's utopian surplus of energy becomes a paradise for cancer. Cells cannot resist the temptation to steal from that surplus. Their genetic morality degrades as tumor suppressors genes fail. The only way to stop them is by punishment.
Okay.
You now confront the basic problem of morality. It is the alignment of individual incentives with the global needs of the structure. Patterns will participate in a structure only if participation benefits their ability to go on existing. The more successful the structure grows, the more temptation accrues to cheat, and the greater the advantage of the cheaters gain over their honest neighbors, and the greater ability they develop to capture the very laws that should prevent their selfishness. To prevent this, the structure must punish cheaters with a violence that grows in proportion to its own success. My question follows. Is P53 an agent of the darkness or the light? What do you think about that?
You just compare like this to cancer? Not like an allegory for cancer. Or at least
Well, it's not really an allegory for cancer. It's the cell that prevents you from getting cancer.
isn't it also describing how it creates, you know, said environment? Just based on its function?
No, I mean that's not how I understood
Okay, well
it.
then hit me. I got
well-
nothing.
Okay. All right, let's look at it again.
They really gave me something called Helnix's Hatchet. What is that?
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, let's see.
So,
Oh, it's part of the essence of
So-
jealousy. Okay. So,
oh, nice. So, it's called P53 because P53 is a gene that delays your cell's growth. It sterilizes the cell when it's old. And it forces cells to self-destruct if it becomes too independent. Right?
mm-hmm.
So, for example, just to contextualize that idea, cancer is when your cells are out of control. Like your cells are reproducing at an unchecked rate, which is why, not to get gross, but cancer is like, you know, a mass of
Yes.
cells. When you have cancer, your cells have grown out of control. That's what cancer is, right? So P53, as it's described here, keeps you from getting cancer by being an enforcer that destroys cells that move out, that begin behaving erratically or outside of the system.
Okay. That makes sense.
Right? So, it's an interesting paragraph here. It says, without P53 as an enforcer, the body's utopian surplus of energy becomes a paradise for cancer.
Without P53.
Cells cannot resist. Right. Cells cannot resist the temptation to steal from that surplus. Their genetic morality degrades as tumor suppressor genes fail. The only way to stop them is by punishment.
Greetings, pawn of
So
the
again,
queen.
to go back to the cancer thing, how do you stop cancer? You stop cancer by hitting it with chemicals and radiation. You hit it with poison. That's how you get rid of it.
Yeah, essentially.
Right? So the only way to stop that is by punishment. You now confront the basic problem of morality. It is the alignment of individual incentives with the global needs of the structure. Patterns will participate in a structure only if participation benefits their ability to go on existing. The more successful the structure grows, the more temptation accrues to cheat, and the greater the advantage the cheaters gain over their honest neighbors.
Over there.
And the greater the ability they develop to capture the very laws that should prevent their selfishness. To prevent this, the structure must punish cheaters with violence that grows in proportion to its own success.
So what does that speak of? Balance?
I have to process. Yeah.
So a necessity for balance then. So P53.
Fallen made off with our supplies in the night.
So
Right? So it says, the more successful the structure grows, the more temptation accrues to cheat. So basically, the stronger your system becomes, the more likely it is that you'll have cells that want to break the rules. Just to simplify.
And is it saying that, is it paralleling that with the darkness and the light? So to say that depending on which side becomes stronger, that also raises the likelihood that they will be corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, the more... Well, it talks about morality, right? It says that part of what you want in a kind of utopian system is everyone is participating in the system that's allowing it to continue to flourish. Right? So we're assuming that the system is a good thing here. You know, we're framing those things as, you know, the cheaters are the ones that break the rules, the system is utopian, and, you know, in order to stop the cheaters from ruining it for everybody, you have to exhibit a certain kind of violence. And my question follows. Is P53 an agent of darkness or the light?
I think it could be either, and that's probably what's scary.
Yeah, right? That was so interesting.
So again, I mean, you know, I don't know. Are we pawns of the oppressor? I don't know.
It depends on how you look at it.
We be conquering.
Right? Because
We be killing gods.
Because by that logic,
dismantling an awful lot of societies. Hive, Fallen, Vex, Scorn, Tooken. We're dismantling a lot of other, you know.
We're dismantling. Maybe we are P53.
Yeah.
Maybe we are the thing that exhibits violence. And the fact that we're so damn powerful is a testament to the magnitude of the broken system. Imagine we're like chemo for this broken galaxy.
Well, the collapse did have to hit first, right? You know, there was no necessity for Guardians until the system collapsed.
Right.
You know, everybody was kind of fine before. I mean, I don't know, maybe the Fallen weren't all that fine, but...
No.
There, at the very least, was balance, so to speak.
you could look at it like
Until.
the traveler is the cancer. You know, because the traveler is allowing everyone to cheat.
Let's make them
The traveler is saying, yeah, it's creating
utopias.
situations.
Where rampant growth at an unprecedented scale is
Yeah.
occurring.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh wow. Yeah, you could
That
you
is
could
so
say that the
interesting.
traveler does enable unchecked growth. I mean,
Right?
look at what humanity was doing before the collapse. So is the darkness P53 then?
The darkness could be P53.
Good lord. What are we doing? What are we even doing? I'm not comfortable killing things anymore. I'm suddenly far less comfortable killing things than I was 5 seconds
Oh
ago.
yeah.
Oh yes, yes, yes indeed. Yes, I am. I'm pretty uncomfortable right now. Because all right. So to answer that strange transmissions question, yeah, you know, it sounds like it's a function of the. It sounds like it's a function of the dark. Because if anything,
Yeah.
the collapse, the way it affects things, is it kind of resets everything to a zero state. It's like the Tyler Durden of the
Yeah.
galaxy. You know, once the traveler done introduce some cancer to a race or a species, and they technologically and scientifically, you know, grow far beyond their intended capacity, here comes the darkness to say, hey, cut that shit out. Stop.
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to be storing data in glass cubes. No, that's nope. What are y'all even? Why are you're living until 900? What's even Nope. What's even happening?
Right. Like the traveler allowed us, humanity, to cheat the rules of the system that we live in.
Yeah, we created
right?
a war mind. We basically created
Not only
Skynet.
that, but
It just didn't, you know, rebel against us, even though it could have.
not only the things that we were able to create, but, you know, human lives are human lives. I mean, maybe you could argue that, you know, you could go on all sorts of tangential reasons why we shouldn't have to grow old and die. But the truth is, we do. Our cells are, you know, programmed to do that.
Yes.
So the system that we live in says we live a certain amount of time. And the traveler was like, nah, you don't gotta do that.
Oh God.
I mean, the very fact that we're walking around shooting things was, you know, the traveler was like, oh, were you dead?
Will you be
Oh, now you're not.
or will you be?
Let me show you a way.
Come
around
back to
that."
life. Kill things. Grow
Yeah.
fat with strength.
Yeah.
Did you pick up a Toland? Are you
Yeah.
trying to sidetrack us? Alright, I'm gonna head into the
No, you can
I'm
keep
gonna head
doing
into
it.
the Hellmouth. What I'm looking for here clearly is not here. So okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to head. Yeah, I'm gonna head for the Hellmouth because that'll be our ticket into the world of Brave.
Okay, I'll follow you in a second.
Oh man. Okay, I just wanna submit, if only lightly, that the darkness is manipulative, right?
There was a crew of fallen.
That's a fantastic. That's a fantastic analogy. But I'm gonna grain my salts on this one just a little bit. Not sure how comfortable I am calling the Traveler Cancer, because that's basically what that thing just did. That thing just called the Traveler a cancer, infecting the solar system.
Yeah.
If the Traveler is cancer,
Well, that's not
then
what it
I am
did.
its tumor.
Eyes up, Guardians. We're detecting a war set
I am a
coming down in
tumor.
that region.
That's not what it said,
Ensure its safe
though.
transport home.
It
asked.
hypothesized, but yeah. But
Not even. Not even. It invited you to think and say, you know, based on this analogy, is this gene I just described to you an agent of the light of the or the darkness? What do you think about
But
that?
there's only one answer. I mean, what person would say the light? Because we know that's not the way the light works. I mean, does it?
That's, I mean, but you could argue that it does. Aren't we the punishment that the light is doling out?
Okay, but question, what punishment are we doling out exactly?
Okay.
And to whom? For what reason? Like, what are we
We're-
punishing?
Okay, so we just read a passage that said, you know, if you have a system
That's not what I'm asking.
where what punishment are we
Yes,
doling
what punishment
out?
are we doling
We're
out?
destroying whole
Why?
races. We're killing
Why?
gods.
You keep sneaking into the shadows.
What do you mean why?
Why are we killing gods and
Why?
destroying whole races? What are we punishing exactly?
Because we're fighting it because we feel like they're agents of the darkness. They're things that are coming after us.
Exactly. Are they coming after
So?
us though? Why? That's why my question is why? Why are we doing this? Like, yeah, we're doing it because yeah, they're quote unquote enemies of the Traveler. But why are we doing it? What are they doing wrong? Why are we dismantling fallen hierarchy and proud houses? Just because they are designated our enemies? But what are they doing wrong? Because as far as I can see,
Well, they're
Fallen are just scavengers. They scavenge. They're pirates. They
well,
pirate
they're not.
things. You know, the Cabal.
Okay, but they're not just scavengers. If they were just scavengers, we wouldn't have had Twilight Gap,
Okay, alright.
where they're trying to invade Earth.
Okay, but then that makes them an enemy of Earth? Again, that's something that...
It makes them an enemy of humanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what does the what connection does the Traveler have with humanity aside from like the tangential one of just, hey man, I'm here to bless you with my stuff. You know, you could say that, alright, you know how they said how there's like the implication that, you know, once the Avengers showed up, like all of these alien races and all of these things took interest in the Earth. So the very presence of a force like the Avengers invites threats in and of itself. Like, yeah, they're there to protect the Earth, but they also invite threats in and of itself. Now, would the Fallen be after us were we not blessed with the Traveler's light? Would they have even had a reason to come to Earth and try and take, like, would Twilight Gap have even happened had the Traveler not been here and blessed us with its BS? Would the Hive take an...
Not have. They would not have. Probably not.
Alright.
Well, maybe they would
For
have,
what?
actually, because
We want these decidedly
Well,
inferior
actually, no,
organisms and their primitive technology that can't get past even one of their planets. Like, oh, you guys are still working on Mars, really?
yeah.
We really need this inferior society filled with these limited lifespan meat bags. The Hive, you know what? The sword logic laughs at us. Okay, I'll just put it like that. The sword logic looks at the average human lifespan and lets out a hearty lull. I mean, There's nobody coming here from the fundament. Like, oh yeah, let's go to Earth. Nope. So, again, like, I feel like I guess you could say, yeah, the Traveler without thinking it through, but if you really think it through, it led the things here, or they were drawn to its power, to its light, the Fallen in trying to reclaim it, the Hive in trying to snuff it out, the Cabal in trying to steal it, but it all begins with what the Traveler brought us. And of course, the darkness wasn't too far behind all of these disparate races. Because that's what led to the collapse in the first place. The darkness finally reaching the solar system.
That's intel we can use.
Right.
You know, the Vex overcorrecting and turning Mercury from a utopia into a machine planet. Effectively undoing the Traveler's work. I mean,
true.
I don't like this line of thinking,
So,
but it very much sounds like I'm starting to feel a little bit like a Tuma. A Tuma of the light.
Okay. So you think, in this case, P53 is an agent of the darkness?
Yeah, you know, and while I have evidence, while I have material evidence of the darkness essentially representing an ELE that forces a zero state, you know, I don't have any evidence of the Traveler doing any such thing, as far as we know, and as far as the history of this world has told us. The Traveler does nothing but induce growth.
The Traveler does the exact opposite of that, yeah.
You know, it starts growth. Rampant, unchecked growth. It elevates races far beyond what they should have been, or could have been, and turns them into something else entirely. I mean, to the point where, you know, humans, we had already, like, because of what the Traveler had brought us, and because of how it terraformed the solar system, we were already on the verge of going far beyond it. Humans were about to leave their solar system, en masse. Is that good?
Yeah.
Is that right? I mean, isn't this our solar system?
Is it?
Isn't this our home?
Yeah.
It's built for us, right? I mean, everything here is custom tailored to our physiology.
I mean, you mean after the Traveler?
I mean, period. Before the Traveler, after the Traveler, Earth is ours. The solar system is ours. Everything in this solar system. I mean, it's a very presumptuous thought, but everything in the solar system is, you know, custom tailored to us. Like, why are we going somewhere else? Why are we leaving? Why are we trying to leave?
Yeah.
You know, in that case, the darkness would absolutely seem like a correction, an overcorrection to, I guess you could call it, you know, the cancer of the Traveler's gift. Because
wow, yeah, you could look at it that. You could look at
I mean,
it that way.
imagine I'm fighting a Trove Guardian. Imagine. Did you hear me? Yes, come here, come here.
Yes, I'm coming.
So I mean, imagine. All right, imagine if the collapse hadn't happened. What would humanity be doing right now if the collapse hadn't happened?
If the collapse hadn't
what other
happened,
solar systems would we be
probably
taking over?
be.
What other civilizations would we be conquering? Because what the legacy of humanity is in what? Subjugation and conquest. What solar systems would we have annihilated and subjugated and spread to unchecked had the collapse not hit?
Yeah, we would have continued to
Because
spread.
that's where we were headed.
I mean, it was our golden age.
And humanity
Yeah.
did what? They looked to
Right,
the
right.
stars. Okay, you are jumping
Yeah.
off in a random direction. I love you, but come back.
Oh, this is where I saw you go. Okay.
Come back. Alright, the Trove
Okay.
Guardian is right there waiting very patiently for you to shoot him in the face. The Trove Guardian has fallen and a pathway has opened. The fuck does that mean?
Oh, yep. We have to jump on this thing right here,
on
remember?
there. Oh,
Yeah, where I am.
Trove.
We did this before.
We did, didn't we? Wait, is a nightmare manifesting? What does that even mean?
A high value target is ready.
Oh. What the hell is going on down there? Oh, is it? The Fallen
don't
just
know.
dropped a random servitor on the moon. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there's another one. Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
I don't see it.
Okay. I'll just go over here then. So what does it look like I'm jumping onto you? It just looks like I'm walking on thin air?
I don't see
What do
you.
you mean you don't see? Okay. Somebody needs to reorient themselves.
This is weird. I don't see you at all. Alright, it's the one we jumped in, the thing. Oh, there it is.
What the heck is going on here? I am going to fall into this thing and die. A horrible death.
Collect loot.
How did you get to the effing loot before me? Ah!
Oh no!
This game is built by monkeys. Bungie is run by monkeys. Where is this treasure chest even? Oh, okay, I see. There we go. Oh, great!
Guardian, down.
Thanks, Luke Smith.
What? What happened?
Platforms all disappeared.
Oh.
Okay, so this was clearly not it. Lunar scavengers. Okay, not Trove Guardians, but lunar scavengers. I say we dive headfirst into the world's grave. You come with me. I feel like what we're looking for is not above ground, but instead under it. Calibrate void weapons against any target. Void weapons. Calibrate void.
Search beneath the surface of the moon to reclaim treasure from hive lunar scavengers or fallen lunar scavengers.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess this counts as a void. You know it's a void weapon? The boop cannon's a void weapon. Oh yes. Oh yes. I will calibrate this boop. So I'm up here on this weird looking ramp if you wanna. Looks like you're underground or something.
Right.
It looks like you're really far underneath a rock. There you are. Alright. Boop.
Alright, beneath the surface of the moon. That means either
The world's grave. Or the
world's
or the Temple of Crota. Either entrance is fine because we're already in. We're already here, so I say we just head to the Hellmouth from here. From the Hellmouth, we can reach the. Oh wait, aren't we already in the Hellmouth? Wait, we're already in the Hellmouth. All right, wait, we're gonna go this way. This way. Beep. Okay, you're like adding whole sections to the score. We love you though. That's why we love you. We're always down for the Gabriel remix. The Gabriel arrangement. Marty O'Donnell would be proud of your innovation. Musical talents.
That's why I do it.
I bet. Boop. Everything you say. Boop.
I'm sure we'll find some
So, why am I using
scavengers
two
down
bows?
here. And now you leave the.
What can I say? I like the distant calamity. It makes people explode. See? Makes them explode. You will find that most of my secondaries have dragonfly on them in some capacity. Most of my secondaries, for some reason or another, have dragonfly on them.
Look at this thing. It's like.
Oh, it's
It takes a minute to
It
load,
does.
though.
don't. So I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if you want to re-knock an arrow, you just hit X.
Oh, I
Yes, you
didn't
don't have to-
realize
you-
that. I did not
You don't
realize
have to
that.
commit to wasting an arrow. You can just hit X. Case in point, check it out. No, don't try it out. Don't. See? 1, 2, boop. And he's aiming. No. Okay, while you're holding R, you have to press X. And then let go of both. So that you don't re-knock it. There you go. There you
Okay.
go. Yeah, because, you know, sometimes you might be aiming and they might get out of the way, or you might feel yourself about to let go of the arrow, so you just hit X and, you know, start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from a bowmaster. Alright, see?
A bowmaster.
You've seen me with the bow. Okay, I don't even want to... Here. See? Bows. Bow. Bow to the
Random
face.
acolyte.
More bows. Boom. Bow. Boom. More bow. Even more bow. Get 'em. Bows. See? Don't mess with me. Just call me Clint. You know they called him Clint due to copyright issues? Lol.
Why, they couldn't call him Hawkeye?
Yeah, that's exactly why, yeah. They couldn't call him Hawkeye. Because Fox. That's why you ever notice no one ever called him Hawkeye in the movies? Did you ever notice that? Tony Stark called him Legolas and
Little did they know.
all this other stuff. That's why Quicksilver wasn't called Quicksilver, he was Pietro's.
Guardian down.
Notice?
It was, yeah. Pietro,
Mhm,
yeah.
Because legal red tape. You
Because
can't call your
Fox.
characters who you want to.
Little,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. Little did they know Disney was just gonna be like, you know what?
We're gonna just own everything, so we can use whatever names we want.
Yeah.
Boops, more boops, quadruple boops. Oh, the cleansed essence of insanity. Oh, I got a bound manacle. Oh wow, look at this! All this underground
Yeah.
traipsing is finally completing all of these weird weapons that I've been sitting on since Shadowkeep started. Thanks, Mega Shake.
Let's see. What is that bound manacle thing?
Oh, okay, the door isn't here, so we can just, of course, we broke the seals on this door ages ago. Well, for me, it's a quest for the essence of vanity. No, is that it? No, the essence of insanity.
Oh, I have. Yeah,
Even better.
same. Now I need grenade launcher kills.
I just
Cool.
gotta go to the lectern on that one. But yeah, all of these weapons I'm holding, all I need is like a weird thing. Like, I need a captive cord.
Yeah.
Ear hath Ur's horned wreath. The fangs of Shungath. Whatever that means. Ralnix's hatchet.
Yeah, whatever that does mean.
Actually, I got that earlier from the trader catch. So I think I killed Ralnix. He was a fallen captain. He got bodied for great justice.
For
He was-
great
he was quite-
justice.
he was quite destroyed. And then restroyed. You know, just for good measure. Basically, there was a lot of destruction.
These are just.
So I have like no primary ammo. So I got these. Whoops, Hive Wizard. Where are we right now? We are in the gatehouse. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got these.
Still have not seen any scavengers.
Yeah, we gotta be in the world's grave. It's alright, it's alright. I got these cool gauntlets called the Stronghold. You know what
Ooh,
they
nice.
do? You know what they do? They
What do
allow
they
me
do?
to do this.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, this
That's
is a thing
cool.
you can do. This is just guarding with a sword. You know, you can guard with any sword.
Mm-hmm.
But what this thing does is not only does it keep the sword from losing energy when I'm blocking, but it lets me block at
Mhm.
no cost to the ammo. I can block indefinitely
Oh, that's
with
cool.
a sword now. So now when we're like rolling into some crazy difficult spot, you know, all you have to do is say, "Hey dear, get behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I got this." And yeah, I can block all of the things. So the next time an ogre, you know, rolls up on you, time you need a light in the darkness. Hello?
Cool.
Why are you not coming deeper into the moon with me? Stop jumping in circles around that room.
I don't
Will you
know.
come here, you
Where
crab?
you- Oh,
Right
there
now,
you are.
get behind me. I will block all of things. Yes. Just call me. Shield, brah. Yeah, there we go.
Shield,
Yeah, look
bro.
at that. Look at that. I can even block while jumping.
That is
Thank
impressive.
you. Thank you. I tried. I actually didn't know that was possible. Usually, usually when you start boosting, that's when you drop all your weapons. And... Aha! Here we are. Look,
Circle of
we're
bones.
in the bone circle. I see some acolytes. All right, nothing too offensive over there. I see another.
I don't see any scavengers.
Oh, we're definitely in the bone circle. So apparently, it's like a very specific group of hive.
Mm-hmm.
And once you kill one of them, he's supposed to be like a supposed to be a scavenger of some sort. And once you take him out, 4 more people pop up in his stead.
Wow.
That's how you know you've got the right one, apparently. So. That's how we're gonna play this. Hey, there's something back here. I'm thinking it's one of those cool quest items. Yeah, I'm thinking it's one of those cool quest items. If you want to come back here, I'm about to pick it up, whatever it is.
Alright, hold on, I'm heading over there.
What are you doing? Get away from me. Alright, anywho. Yeah, so... Okay, this is weird. Alright, so... I guess I'll be the canary in the coal mine on this one, but it does look like... Or maybe it's around the other side. Maybe I should just go around the other side instead of trying to fly into it. 'Cause I'm going to try and fly into it. Yeah, I'm going to try and fly into it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you just go around this way.
Oh, I made it. Let's go.
You
Yes, I did.
made it?
I just picked up
Okay.
the withered plumes. Oh, and there's a barrier knight over here. Why is there a barrier knight over here? Of all the things that could be over here. A barrier knight? Of course, I don't have Ariana's vow equipped, so I'm SOL. Okay. Gonna have to do a quick weapon swap. Alright.
Guardian, down.
Oh no!
Okay, so what I did was I floated, but I floated towards the... Oh my goodness. It's not my day. It's not my week. It's not my month. Or my year. This knight is chasing me. Alright, let's try this again. Anti-barrier rounds in the hand cannon, Lumina in the primary, and now I have no special ammo. Why does this game hate me? It's keeping me from the very specific ammo I need.
That's messed
Oh,
up.
looks like I didn't even need it. Get bent, you stupid knight. Alright. That worked. So, hey, did you make it? It looks like you made it. And
I am
there you go. Fly in, fly in. You made it.
trying.
All right, now see, look. Did you see a thing over here? Because this is where I picked up the thingy. You see anything over there?
Oh yes, pick up weapon parts.
Oh god, there's hive worms right there. Look down at your feet.
Plumes.
You know, just some hive worms just hanging out.
Ew.
It's pretty gross. It's a little bit gross. Yeah. Are you trying to scan them? Oh, get away from them. They're not bothering anybody.
Yeah.
Worms are just hanging out. Just worming out, you know?
Whoops. Did not mean to do
Were we
that.
to
My
deny a
bad.
creature, a fellow creature, you know, the path of the worm out. Okay. Okay, so it's a path a little bit further down until we get to the grave itself. I really hope that's the thing. You know, the thing we need.
Okay. Okay.
Wait a minute. Why is there a quest icon right in front of me? Oh, because that's a...
I don't see it.
Never mind. No, I see it. No. The second step of the Symphony of Death is down here. That's why. You know, the Symphony of Death thing?
Oh, the,
Yeah. That quest that Eris put us on to put together a hive weapon. But alright.
Oh, okay. I just need a ritualistic bone.
You need a ritualistic bone. Okay. Sounds like
Yeah.
the finale of Midsummer. Whoo! Ba-dum. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. I'll be here all week if you need me.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Here we are, the world's grave.
Alright. So, this is definitely one of the places. If we are to find it here, it should be in this room. It's a pretty ritualistic room. Y'all and your chicanery, I'm not having it. Here, get a buff. Shungath the... Wow, that's a very special thrall. Oh!
Yep, I just got Fangs of
As did
Shunga.
I. And that cleanses my essence of rage. Alright.
Nice.
Alright. I like how that's working out. I love all this exploring we're doing.
Yeah.
Paying dividends. Oh no. What is this? Wow, I don't like this at all.
Oh, jeez.
It's just a really dark hallway, right?
Yeah.
Gaining a lot of respect for all this moon. There's a lot of moon going on here.
Chamber of Night.
Aha. Alright.
And this
so
music.
The Chamber of Night is definitely... Uh-oh, wait. I see acolytes. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him in the face! Wizard baby. You take that L. Get buffed. Take the blessing of the sky.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you know. Not often that I get to use the Lumina, so take advantage of it. Yeah, might as well. Get him. More buffs.
Woo!
Yeah, it's like the
Thank
thorn.
you.
Like killing enemies with this thing makes remnants, and then instead of the remnants being used to poison people to death, the remnants give me noble rounds, which are what I'm...
Oh, that's
yeah, and when you
nice.
hip fire the Lumina, it shoots out a noble round. And that's what's buffing your cheeks. And it gives us both something
very
called
nice.
the Blessing
Thank you.
of the Sky. Yes. Alright, a lot of acolytes. I remember this hallway. What about this chamber over here to the left? Okay, there's nothing in here, never mind.
No? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there's some
Kind of
acolytes
dead
over
end.
there.
Okay, so hey. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello.
See
Yeah.
anything?
No, let's see what's going on this way.
Right, like you think it'd be hiding. You think it'd be hiding in one of these rooms, right? What? What?
Whoops.
What?
Again, did not mean to do that.
Oh. Oh, okay. That was that a dud? It's a
That was
false
a grenade.
alarm. Bit of a false alarm there. Okay.
Yeah, I meant to pull out my ghost, but instead I threw it on there.
Those are two very different buttons, Lou.
Okay. I don't know. Well, this is different. Oh, something's happening over here.
Hmm?
There's that waypoint over here. Oh, yep. There's a weapon part here.
Holy crap. Oh my god. You don't remember this room?
No.
This is the room with the thing, with the ogre. And the worm bones. Look, worm bones. Worm bones. Remember we came back here for Crota's funeral to drink of his essence and all of that jazz?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, like look at this place. The worm bones are still here. Worm bones, they. Worm bones. Rabble dabble. Oh, there's some lore here. Right in the middle of the worm bones.
Okay. So do you see this weapon part thing here?
I don't.
You don't? You should come to Ryan.
I don't think I have that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, because
So there's nothing here for you?
Because if I was holding the quest, it would have popped up on my radar like a white dot or something. Yeah, whatever you're building there is something I don't have.
I have a horned wreath.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Alright, you said there was some
minute.
lore?
Hold on a second. Hold on a cotton picking, highfalutin. I could have sworn I needed a horned wreath. Wait, I picked up a horned wreath earlier.
Oh, so then I guess you don't need it.
Because let me see. Roundnex's hatchet. Captive cord. Yeah, I think whatever it was, I think I built it. No, wait. No,
Okay,
I need Eherath Ur's horned wreath. Is that what you picked up? Was it just horned wreath, or was it? Did it belong to someone?
It was just. It said just horned wreath. Let me take a look at it.
It's not Eherath hers horned wreath. Inexplicable hive.
Withered plumes.
Inexplicable hive pronunciation.
Nah. Down manacle. Yeah, I see. It's for the essence of servitude, right? The one that you have.
I'll tell you right now.
The one that says
Yes.
Ara Thul's Horn Wreath recovered. Yeah, see, that's a
Okay,
different
yeah.
one.
So then no, I got the other one.
The Horn Wreath
Mm-hmm.
is for the essence of vanity, which you probably already have.
And let me double check that. Yeah, I completed that. Yep, that's the thing I completed earlier.
Yeah,
Essence
okay.
of Vanity. So yeah, that's funny because I
Okay.
found the horned wreath
Alrighty.
in that spot where we jumped earlier. That's
Interesting.
kind of strange there. All right, so there's some lore over here.
Oh, I picked it up.
Akrazul rests motionless on the altar. I wonder if Akrazul was the name of this poor worm. Because this is clearly a giant worm carcass.
This is bananas.
I'll never forget this room from D1, especially when I realized it was a worm carcass. Like the entire circle. Like, look at it. It's circling around the entire room. There was a worm here. And it died.
Yeah. And it died.
Alright, so.
Alright.
What we were looking for should have been here. I mean, we basically hit the end of the Chamber of Night, so.
Alright,
no,
so it's not here.
It's got to be in the world's grave. Because if it was gonna be here,
This music,
yeah,
though.
seriously. Man, I gotta say, my chat to audio balance is really screwy, because I can barely hear the music. Hold on, let me change that. Yeah, look at that. My chat mixer is bananas. It's almost entirely slanted towards people. Which ain't a bad thing, but still.
Towards people.
Oops.
Oh, so you can hear the dialogue better?
Well, yeah, I did that so I could hear, you know, you people better over all the explosions and madness.
Yeah, that's smart.
Then I'm missing out on some primo OST? Some score to go with my lore?
Okay.
Now you effed up.
Nice, fucked up.
Okay, so we're back in the world's grave.
Yes. We go to the Hell
No,
now?
you remember that one Destiny mission where we had to kill this one knight in this one special room?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't check that one special room yet, so maybe it's there. Only thing I can think of, really, because there's only so many, like, significant spots in this. Oh my goodness. No, this isn't creepy at all. Yeah, there's only so many significant spots in this place. Oh no, this is the Circle of Bones. Bone Circle.
Bone.
Bone Daddy, yeah. Hold on. Let's see. You stay there and see if you can find something. I'm gonna see if this is a regular hive night. Yeah. See, none of these things are lunar scavengers, so to speak. Which is what we're really looking for. Wait, did you leave? Did you leave with me?
Yeah.
Are you in the Circle of Bones?
No.
You're in the Circle of Bones.
Never
mind. You're in the Circle of Bones. You didn't stay down there.
Oh, I found some lore.
Okay. Ah, the cleansed essence of jealousy is now complete. Thank you. Oh, that's like 4 essences. Let's go. Just blowing up these essences. Yeah, see, this is the room I was thinking of, but I didn't see anything in here. I don't have any enemies in here, ironically or otherwise. Wait a minute. This is red. Oh, it's an acolyte. Okay, so okay, so maybe it's not here per se. Wait, what's this? Hey!
What'd you find?
I don't know. He looks funny though. Hey, come over here. There's a knight just chilling. He's just hanging out. Hey dear, check it out. I swear, if you shoot him
Yeah, what's going on with this
I
knight?
don't know. I think he's tying his shoe. You know, might be praying. Might have stubbed his toe. What do you think? Drop the contact lens?
Maybe he's asleep.
Maybe. Let's lay into him. Wake up! Oh, looks like he's a lunar scavenger.
Lunar scavenger.
Okay, okay. I see.
Okay, and then what? Oh, now there's more stuff over
Hey!
here.
There's another one.
Yes.
It looks like 2 lunar scavengers. They cannot stand up to the might of my sword.
Yeah.
Get
A bunch of
smacked.
lunar scavengers over here.
I think we found him. Come on, I got room for all of you. Oh, that's an ogre. That's an ogre lunar scavenger. Listen. Did you not see the description? It says broadsword. Get buffed. Hello.
Hello.
And there
Yes.
we go. The letters from Wei Ning.
Oh, the letter.
Not Wei Shen. No! My dreams of a sleeping dog slash
okay, now we
Destiny
have to-
crossover have been dashed. Once again.
Okay, so now we have to collect the
Why do you
letters.
keep ignoring me on that? I think it's very possible. You keep acting like I'm not saying that. You keep doing that. I'm gonna listen. I said it. Stop ignoring my joke.
Okay.
Don't be mad because you didn't think of it first. Okay. Don't hate. Appreciate it.
Alright.
Alright. I'm the one that found the lunar scavenger. Alright. Yep. Me and my corny jokes.
You and your
Absorb this
corny
dance.
jokes.
Absorb it. You see it?
I put my trust and delight in for others in a madman.
Wait, can you actually read the letters?
No, there's just a quote underneath the quest now. It says, I put my trust and the light of four others in a madman. I bear witness to their fall into darkness
Toland.
and death. Toland's song was nothing but screams, and we now sing, and we not,
And we
now,
go now.
and go now to sing with them. We will not return. Ariana 3. Okay.
You listen to Toland. So Toland is the one who... Okay.
Well, yeah, Toland was... He knew more about the Hive than anyone else.
So was this...
But he also...
What was...
He also was... it turned out that he was seduced by them. Like, he really wanted to see what was up with the Hive.
So wait, was
He wasn't.
Was this before or after he was disembodied?
Well, this is interesting because it sounds like it's after, right? Because she now knows that he's a madman. She didn't know that before.
Okay.
Right? Like, it says, I put my trust and the light of four others in a madman. I bear
could have been a
witness to
living
their fall
madman.
into darkness and death. Toland's song was nothing but screams, and we now go to
Okay,
sing
that
with
makes
them.
sense.
We will not return.
Okay, so yeah, if she's calling it Toland's song by that point, then yeah, he probably was already a ball of light by then.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I gotta say, on that same coin, Toland also helped Eris get out of the Hellmouth. You know, little bit of recompense there. I'm just saying, you know, somebody had to lead her out. You know, Toland helped out with that. Eris is down here blind, lightless.
Well, was that Toland though?
Yeah.
That was not Toland.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty
That was
sure it
not
was
Toland.
Toland. Okay, then who else was it? You're sure it wasn't Tolan, then who was it?
Trying to think.
Okay, so
Well, she made it out by using hive magic and by putting an eye of an acolyte into her face.
okay, so
So I don't know, maybe
well, I was gonna say
maybe Tolan guided her to do
Tolan?
that. I don't know.
he was
though.
exiled for have thought to gone mad due to his ramblings about the hive. Later, Tolan was recruited into a fire team with Eris Morn during an attempt on Crota's life. He was already quite old by Guardian standards at this time. He was killed by the hive as the fire team failed to kill Crota. While he failed to kill Crota, he did manage to pass on some of his knowledge of the hive to Eris before his death. With this, she was able to save a Guardian's life when a mission to steal part of Crota's soul went awry. I mean, I don't know.
Where's that from?
From the Destiny Wiki. Well, let's see. She was the sole survivor of a 6-person fire team that entered the Hellmouth, blah blah blah, blah, slaughtered by Crota. In the process, Crota also somehow severed her connection to the Traveler and took away her light. She was forced to hide in the vast tunnels that the Hive dug in the moon's surface, studying them and learning many, many secrets previously unknown to Earth. Oh, okay, no. Well, alright. So, she saved herself. What Tolan did contribute to was saving our life. Because when we went to drink the essence of Crota and stayed down here a bit too long, it was the incantation that Tolan taught Eris that pulled us out of the Hellmouth and saved us. Yeah, because it says, that's where it says, with this she was able to save a Guardian's life when a mission to steal Crota's soul went awry. Yeah. So Tolan saved us. Eris done saved herself by just staying, in the crust of the moon for years.
Yeah.
Unpause your game. Dylan.
Oh, sorry.
Press F to pay respects to Toland.
Alright.
Do you
So,
not see my
now that
tombstone?
we've done...
Why do you
I
keep
saw it.
ignoring me?
It's fun. I'm not ignoring
gotta
you.
have fun.
I just already
And
saw
you
it.
gotta have fun and fiddling. You don't have to commit so hard to being the straight person. You're already the straight person. You don't have to try so hard. Alright, I think Eris. Yeah, we can go over to Eris. Right? Yeah, seems like it.
Yes. Let's go talk to Eris.
Fast travel to Sanctuary.
I love how it makes like a kitty sound whenever you pull out your ghost.
Unfortunately, the cheese does not make a noise. Maybe that's for the better.
It makes a kitty sound.
It does. My cheese does not make any noises, though. I'm feeling a little bit of FOMO. Just a little bit of FOMO. Man, Toland. Looks like gender, male. I'm surprised it didn't have like a question mark. In the past, Toland wielded both bad juju and shadow price. Oh. I didn't know that.
Shadow price?
Yeah, it was a auto rifle in Destiny 1.
Yeah.
Toland gave the Emerald Light Bond to Eris so the Hive would think that she was one of them. Oh. The Emerald Light Bond.
Yeah, when they went down into the hive.
How about that? Well, Eris, Are you gonna start saying weird things?
The Hellmouth speaks. You must answer.
Oh, I have to go to the
Wait a minute.
lectern, not Paris. Okay. You have to go to the
We have to go to
lectern.
Really? Well, no, we have to go to the lectern to redeem weapons. It sounds like, did we finish this quest? Because we got the letters.
No. No, we didn't get the letters. We have to.
That's
It
okay,
says we have
we
to.
totally got Using a solar subclass,
No, we did not.
defeat champions in any activity with a difficulty of hero
The
or
difficulty.
higher. Okay.
Ariana 3 was strongest and the leader of our band. I miss her.
That's
most
cool.
of all.
That's like a good run of Nightfall
Yeah.
the Ordeal.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
where champions are located. Barrier champions, overload champions, unstoppable champions.
Read
Yeah,
latest
champions be
messages
in
aloud.
Nightfall the Ordeal, or in Vex Offensive,
Mm-hmm.
because there's champion Vex in the Vex Offensive. Either or.
Nice.
Either or.
Okay.
So you wanna do that? You wanna do that
Dying
final
breath,
assault then,
the
and
traveler
rack up some
created ghosts to
champions.
open doors.
Yeah.
Champions.
Why not?
All right. I like the sound of that. Either one you wanna do. I am.
The city sleeps.
But first, I
The
guess I'm gonna
hive
walk over to this
do not.
lectern and get my lectern on.
Mm-hmm. One small step. A shotgun.
tower
Okay.
Ooh, you got a patchwork shotgun? That's cool. Yay, they gave me a hand cannon. It's called One Small Step. Threat.
It's the shotgun's called one called
Oh, it's a
one small
shotgun.
step.
Threat
Yeah.
detector and moving target.
Hmm.
That's not a bad roll. It's not. It's okay.
No.
Alright, well then, I guess I will put...
Barrel, shroud,
sprint grip.
tactical mag. Auto-loading holster,
You got
really?
auto-loading host. Oh.
Oh,
Well, now I am salty.
I'm gonna try this,
You got the good roll.
I'll be
You
salty.
got the good roll. I kind of got the booty roll. My roll is kind of booty. The cleansed essence of insanity got me love and death. Alright, grenade launchers, yeah. Rangefinder and quick draw, that's cute. With a masterwork for reload speed. Okay. Grenades are smaller and more compact for easier reloading. To the hive, they are the same. Show them some love. Ha! I like that.
Did you notice that the Masquerader's hood is now 0 level?
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday, unfortunately. Like, why would they do that? They don't want you to run around with a traveler
I guess
head?
they don't want you to keep on using it. No, they're like, you need to equip that. You need to unequip that.
But why, though? Always just stepping in the way of my fun.
It was just a seasonal item. They don't want you to keep
I
using
mean, you
it.
can.
That's the event, I guess. I mean, you can, but you take like a 100 level hit.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, it's worse. I think, I dropped down to like 840 something. Just
Yeah, that's
equipping
not
it.
good.
I said, well, guess I'm not using this anymore.
Yeah.
Yep, went from being one of my favorite helmets to being a nope.
I had to unequip it ASAP.
ASAP, unfortunately. It had to be jettisoned into the universe. That's cool. I like the idea of love and death. I can't believe you're about to give me another tranquility. Alright. it better be a better roll than the one I'm already holding. 'Cause I don't know, boo. The one I'm using has snapshot sights and outlaw with a master twerk for stability. Which I mean, if you
nice.
have, yeah,
I like
like if
that.
you have a sniper rifle that has stability, yeah, I'll take it. All right, let's see. I don't know why these things aren't dropping at 950. Why do you hate me, Bungie? No distractions and rampage. No distractions. Aiming this weapon for a short period reduces flinch. I don't know how I feel about this one, hun. It's got something called no distractions, where aiming for a short period reduces flinch, and rampage, which is nice. But the masterwork is for reload speed. That is not a better roll. No. Kind of sounds like weapon parts, but I'll be nice. I'll give it to the hunter or something, I don't know.
Okay. So, what did you want to do? Did you say you want to do the...
We should do a... we should do a Vex offensive? We can do either a Vex offensive or a Nightfall the Ordeal, because both of those have champions. But since tonight's main attraction was Vex offensive, anywho, I say
let's do that.
some offensive vexing. You know, let's get vexed offensively.
Alright. This definitely has champions. So let's do that.
Wait a second. I'm just okay. This is why this is your enduring meme. This is why, because you never say, "I'm about to leave. Are you ready to leave?" You never say this. I was not done picking up all of my weapons from the lectern. Why don't you ever ask?
How many of those did you have?
I had 4. I'll just get it later. Jesus.
Do that fast.
You could just freaking ask before you go to orbit. But no, let's not pretend like I was putting weapons away, putting them in the vault. Because I, on average, walk around with 8 weapons in each category.
I mean, that's what I do.
No, seriously, I do. So I only have 1 spot for drops. I walk around with 8 weapons in every category. So I had to put away that tranquility to pick up the new one. I had to put away the well, I still have this grenade launcher in my inventory. It's just kind of chilling out. It's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna try out one small step and love and death and see how these weapons are before I vault them. Could be fun.
Nice.
Wish I could have gotten that last one.
You can always go back and get it later.
It's, what is it? The Night Terror? Oh, it's the sword. Oh yeah, don't forget to switch to a solar subclass.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Got to be solar. Oh, my sword is solar. That's so cool. Indeed.
If my scans are accurate, there's a copy of the
It's
Undying Mind
time
up
to
ahead.
chuck hammer.
Let's get after
There's
it.
a copy of the Undying Mind up ahead. Alright, Ghost. I get hammers. Haha. Oh, it's time. It's time to throw hammers at Vex. You know, I do not regret today's moon adventure at all, actually.
No, that was cool.
Well, we saw a lot of things today. We went a lot of places. You see, it's stuff like that that makes you look back at Mercury like, wow, guys. Like, wow, guys.
Why would you even do that?
Like, that was supposed to be a whole planet. This is a whole planet, okay? Mercury is a room. This is a very nice shotgun. Also doesn't hurt that it has, what's it called? Like, threat detector? Was that on this thing?
Hey,
Yeah,
let me try that
threat
out.
detector. Yeah, because that increases damage when you're like, when you've got 3 or more enemies around you, it increases the damage. This thing is stable as heck. Alright. This weapon has proven itself. Champion! That had better count as a letter.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Do you need to defeat them with your abilities?
So we need to... No, wait. We need to leave. Because we need to do it in Hero.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, we still could have... Okay.
Okay, so did you want to finish it
I mean,
first?
yeah. If you want to leave that for last, we can. I'm just... Jesus! Jessica, what the fook? Can you ask before you exit anything at all?
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I just didn't like...
Do an activity you've never done? Yeah, why would you want to do that?
Oh. Okay.
Did you completely
so,
gloss over the fact that it was the Vex Offensive Final Assault?
Yeah.
You're
Sorry.
a nut. Alright, so what are we doing? Nightfall the Ordeal?
I'm not
Hero? We're on, I can't see the difficulty levels because I'm not the fire team leader. I forget what they're called.
Let's see.
I think Hero is the default, though, if I remember.
On Nightfall the Ordeal. Nightfall the Ordeal.
Well, no, I feel like... Oh, no, Hero is the 920, so that's the hard. Yeah, Hero is the hard one. It's Adept, Hero, Legend, and then Master. So Hero is the 920 and up level. We will have to do Nightfall the Ordeal, or... what else has a difficulty level on it?
Alright, let's do the Hero.
Well, I mean, that's all I ever play it on, so... Word.
Okay, so for this one, Enhanced Radar, you take increased damage from melee.
Arc damage increased.
Unstoppable,
Unstoppable champions, yay! Bring the Leviathan's breath.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's what that means.
Okay.
You have not lived until you've shot an ogre with the Leviathan's breath.
In the face.
Very empowering. They actually take a knee. But yeah, Crabtacular. Yeah, we totally could have just, you know. We totally.
Yeah, we could have just finished that. I got confused. Sorry. But we can do that later.
You are simultaneously the best co-op partner ever and the worst cartographer.
What?
Yeah, because all you just point the ship in a direction and just go in it without saying anything to the crew. We're like, oh God, what is this? Why are there icebergs all of a sudden? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. See?
Yeah.
My mother had a shotgun we called the Chaperone. Kept us alive out there before we got to the city. You want to hear the chaperone lore?
Yeah, sure.
All right. The last safe city doesn't exist. That's what her parents said when Nora Jericho was young. Almost as often as they said, "I'll die before I leave this land." Nora believed them. She never had a reason not to. She never forgot the moment she learned her mother could be wrong. It was her 10th birthday. The same day the Four Arms finally breached the bunker that had stood for Crab. How dare you? Alright, as I was saying. The same day the Four Arms finally breached the bunker that had stood for hundreds of years. The same day a knight in scratched and dented armor fought them off, but not before cruel electric blades sheared through the metal orb hovering at his shoulder. Nora helped him recover the jagged shreds of a shell. Confused but unquestioning, she helped him bury the pieces. In thanks, he told her of the last safe city, gave her a map and a shotgun, and told her good luck, and then walked off into the desert alone. Nora's mother didn't have room in her life for the upending of worlds. She stayed, along with half the bunker folk in the desert. Nora left the next day. Wow.
Oh, man. Wow.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So a guardian saved her life and kinda lost his ghost in the process. But
I must
in staying to protect him, he thanked her by handing her his shotgun, which I guess was the chaperone, before going off to, I don't know, have a warrior's death. Who knows? What do guardians do when they lose their ghost, you know?
I mean, they just try not to get taken out, I guess.
Yeah. And apparently, Nora's mom was like, nah, it'll be fine. Let's stay here in this bunker. We don't need to travel to the last city. And Nora was like, I don't think it will be fine. So I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to, yeah.
Gonna have to ski-daddle? Re-daddle, as it were?
Re-daddle.
Ski-daddle while we're re-daddling, you know? Man, get out of here with that. That's right, hammers. Respect my hammers. Okay. So. Hash Ladoon. Yo, Hash Ladoon, what's good?
Hash Ladoon.
Hit him with a hammer. It's gonna come back to bite me, isn't it?
Yeah. He's gonna be
we'll
like,
cross
really?
that bridge when we get there.
Is that how you're gonna
That's
play
exactly
this?
how I'm gonna play this. Your name is too much fun to say. I just like saying it. Hash Ladoon.
Hash Ladoon.
Alright, y'all, it's time to stop. Just gonna keep running in this direction. Stop shooting things at me! Drop kick coming off the top rope.
Oh.
This grenade launcher shoots grenades that explode on impact, and I gotta say, after using the Fighting Lion for so long, this is just really funny to me. I think I like Love and Death. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you know what I think? I think after you do the ritual once, I think it unlocks these weapons in the reward pools for activities that reward these weapons.
It does.
So if I do Vex Offensive,
yeah,
perhaps I will get different rolls of this glorious weapon. Yeah, that's right. Beating you to death with a void charge. Do something. Do something. Do something, you heathens. Oh no. Why did that happen? No. No. No.
These exploding.
No.
What?
Okay, so as the official story goes, I was beating that knight to death with the void charge, and then I phased through the knight's body and flew off the bridge. You know, I actually held on for a decent amount of time there, but the architects got me. Like, I was trying to jump back up, and it was like, the architects were like, turn back. Like, I don't have a choice. What are you doing? You think I want to be down here? Hammers. No! Here he faked me out, and I lost my hammer. That means
Oh.
Is there another modifier that I'm not aware of, like Brawler or something? Because the Brawler doing a lot of damage.
Melees do more damage. That's part of the enhanced radar thing.
Thank you. Everything makes sense now. Stop it. Stop it. Cut it out. Jeez.
Man.
That's alright. We're fine. We're fine up here. Crap. Woo! Soloing wizards on my own. What up, peeps?
Guardian down.
Oh, what?
There it is. Just right on time. The curse of Gabriel has asserted itself once more. Where did you fall?
It's an exploding thrall. I didn't
You know
fall.
you fell. You fell to the thrall. Excuse me. I got you.
Yeah. Okay.
I got you.
All right.
There's a barrier champion over there. He's got the death breath on. This is our chance, dear. That's a letter.
Yes.
There's another one straight ahead.
The letter.
He's got his barriers going.
Ah, got
It's alright, I'll knock it off. Barrier is down.
Yes. There's another letter.
You know, I never knew the Hive made such good postmen. Alright, different science. Oh, and that's an unstoppable. So about your Leviathan's breath. So, about that bow. See? You see? Look at that! Take a knee. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Oh, I'm coming for him. Boop.
That's a nice shotgun. I like it.
A nice... Yeah, isn't it? Really like it.
Yeah.
How'd you like Leviathan's breathing an ogre?
That was cool.
And as soon as I saw him fall on that one knee, I said, "Oh, it's time, baby." Just kind of ran up to him with the shotgun in my hand.
Take a knee. Take
That's
a
right.
knee.
That is the one time it's all right to say that phrase. Oh, no, you don't, Hive Wizard. Stop that.
Guardian down.
Boop. 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 All right, I'm dead. I got...
No.
Oh, wow, it dropped an exotic engram. Exotic engrams look so cool in the field. Yeah, because when they pop out, you know, they're all shiny, and then they crackle with energy, and, you know, it just looks cool. I'm not even going to pick... Ah, Doomfang Pauldron. Okay, that's cool. I mean,
Oh, nice.
that is already my prized gauntlet, but... You know, if it had dropped at a full masterwork, then we would have been crack-a-lacking. That would have been the ticket. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, first order of business, the Shrieker. Seriously, I don't like the way it's looking at me. I think we got a champion up there on the steps too. It's a barrier knight. Good old barrier knight. Oh really? You want to be that person? You want to be that person that does the thing with your fist? Stop that.
Woo! Letters from Way.
Well, it's safe to say that he definitely knows. Right? If anybody knows, it's him, right?
Yeah.
But what does he know, dear? Well, what does he know? What are you co-signing here?
Well, does he know what it's like to be demolished by the Hive?
No, of course not. Clearly, he knows the way.
No.
Oh, yes! He shoots. He scores.
Alright. Yeah.
And, you know, I say, you know, karma is definitely a real thing. You know, as you continue to rebuff my jokes, I'm just gonna, here we go, let's press F to pay respect to your lack of a sense
Can
of
you
humor.
bring me back,
daisies,
please?
look at them.
Alrighty.
It's okay,
thank
it's okay.
you
The
for
more
that.
humorless you are, the more you will die. I am the P53 to your humor.
I don't know that those are connected.
Well, then you just have to ask yourself, dear, is my humor a function of the darkness or the light?
The barrier champion over there.
Oof. Sorry, dealing with some crap. Just dealing with a little bit of crap. Oh, thank you. I was kind of keen on doing that alone. Thank you for your help.
Okay, sorry.
No, no, no. I appreciate your candor. And you're not the one helping me. The golden Frieza guy is. I think you're on the other side. I'm on the right side.
Okay, so
There's a champion in the middle. Hey, you. Welcome.
that's what I was
I know that's what you said,
telling
but
you.
he wasn't in the middle. Okay, whatever. He wasn't in the middle a second ago. But you die on that hill. You die there. Just kind of need a slight reprieve from all this gunfire.
Do you feel it
Ah!
as I do, Guardian? A hatred as pure and potent
Did
as
you just
sunshine
reflect my what?
soaking through your skin.
Yeah, tell him to put some respect on my
knows what
hammers.
you are, what you've done. She watched you
No
cut
respect.
through Crota, Oryx, Omnigul, and she is eager to return that
I'm
pain.
sorry, Eris. Did you just call Hashladoon salty? Because it sounds like you just called
Yeah,
Hashladoon
she
salty.
did.
Said Hashladoon
What?
has sodium in her bones. I said, oh, really? Oh. I got you. Just call me. Medic! Alright. Wow, look at that. 6 letters. Are we badasses or what? We
What's
have 6 letters so far.
Oh,
6.
Indeed.
6 letters. Ah.
6.
Okay.
Alright. The count is here.
I mean, that is what we're doing. Yes.
Counting.
Again, I want to know, like, what jerk was just like, what jerk hive was like, oh, look at these letters here on the ground. Let me just put this in my pocket. What? Like, how dare you? Not like he's Dr. Jones. It's not like the letters. I'm gonna tell them where the ark is kept. Why you hanging on to my object of sentiment?
Well, they're hive. They're all jerks.
That's actually pretty true.
Generally.
Stop that. Who died? Oh no, and we left him.
Our
I'll get him.
third person.
get him.
Oh no.
I'll get him.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Awesome.
That Hail Mary jump. Why does Tom Brady call his fans hyenas? That just seems wrong. Ouch. And by Tom Brady, I mean MK Tom Brady, the Mortal Kombat professional player, not the Tom Brady, okay? Where we get some wires crossed. Tom Brady is very prolific in the Mortal Kombat community. I do not mean that Tom Brady.
Like, that sounds way more creative than I would ever give you credit for.
Like Paul Ryan, not that one.
Yeah.
From Brash Games. Okay. We got a Shrieker. Now there's no longer a Shrieker. All of you gon' die. Yeah. I think I like Love and Death. It's a very nice it's a wonderful self-fulfilling prophecy of a grenade launcher. Hey.
It's a grenade launcher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the barrier champion.
Oh, jeez. Not today, Satan of barriers. You put that thing away. Put that barrier away.
That's another letter.
All right.
Yeah.
Three more letters, and we will have.
We've got that memory down.
All right. Reload check. Dance check. Shoulders working. All right. All right. Gun fully reload. Hey, are you joking? I'm not even gonna pay attention to you. You guys are ridiculous. Okay, I'll throw a hammer at that one. Boop. I don't really have anything else that can affect too much change here, so I'm not gonna waste the ammo. I'm using Ariana's Vow, the shotgun, and this grenade launcher, so there's not a lot of room for shooting things long range. Yeah, that's what happens when your hand cannon takes special ammo. Oh, I love the song in this strike. I don't know why. I really like the song in Hash Lagoon's strike. Like this song in particular that's playing, I really do. I like this song. Yeah, this song was also playing when I did that miraculous triple coincidence with my fire team. Which is a once in a lifetime occurrence that has not happened since. Just all three of us happen to have the coincidence. All three of us just happen to have the coincidence. I was just doing it because it's what I do. And then I realized the hunter next to me was doing it. And then I moved the camera around and the warlock was doing it. And we were all just like, ah. Ah, that was the best. I'm so glad that I could immortalize that with video. Okay, this is crazy. Like, clearly we got our choreography notes from 3 different people. You clearly found a Lady Gaga CD from the golden age.
Yep.
Me, I spent a lot of time on YouTube. And I don't know what that third guy is doing. He's just doing the most. He's just doing
I don't know.
the most. Holy ogre! Unstoppable ogre.
Ogre. You, sir, need to take a knee.
Yeah. Yes.
Another letter.
Yes, my cabbages. Yes. Don't revive me or anything.
Why are you
I'm dead?
I'm coming for you. You're all the way back here.
Well,
Jeez.
I met the business end of an ogre's face. I don't know what to tell you. As soon as I ran out there, the unstoppable ogre said, "Hey, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior, Hashladoon?" And before I could answer, Guardian down. There's that. Hammers. Boop. Oh, can we get another boop? Can we get a... Oh, you got the boop. Very nice. One of them's still alive. That's why the shield is still up. Oh, there's a couple of them still alive. We'll get them. Hammer. Justin Hammer. From Hammer Tech. Boop!
Oh, jeez. Alright.
Hi. Hi. Did you not understand that reference?
No, I understood it. It just... He's like the lame guy. You remember that, right?
I mean, he's
He's
kind of
like
cool. Just his technology just doesn't work.
Right, and he hired the Russian dude.
I mean, his father was the only other person to make a successful arc reactor. I mean, wouldn't you?
Guardian down.
Ah!
Wouldn't you? His pops is the only other one who made the arc reactor.
I mean... His father, yes. That doesn't mean...
Oh,
he
so
can
you
do it.
missed the part where he made
he
two
clearly was
giant
like-
arc reactor whips? Did you miss that part? When he engineered arc reactor whips?
And then he was like, robust that dude.
I almost wish that Marvel would release the Favreau cut of that movie. Because apparently there was way more whiplash in his original version. Mickey Rourke was very vocal in his disappointment.
Here she comes.
That a lot of the stuff he did not make it into the final film.
Oh, that's
He spent like 3 months learning Russian. It was like, geez, he really put his ankles in. He very much believed in his character and put his ankles in. And they ended up not using a lot of his stuff because they had a Black Widow agenda. I'd be kind of pissed.
Yeah. That's annoying.
The love
for
of
sure.
Jeebus.
Guardian down.
Alright. Alright, gotcha. I've got you. Alright.
Guardian down.
Oh no. Alright, it's alright. Where'd you die? I'll get you. I see it.
Near Hashladoon.
Damn, that was a good grenade. Let's go. Hammer. Oh no, I lost my hammer? How did that happen? Life gives you... Oh my goodness. Wow, I didn't even know you could go this high. Okay, so Hashladoon, like, shot me vertically up into the air. I went straight up. I saw the top of the level.
Guardian down.
Oof.
Wow.
Talk about your oofs. Or you don't. Stop shooting at me. Stop that. Who told you to do that? Who told you it was okay to shoot at me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's an unstoppable ogre right here.
Oh, my favorite kind of ogre.
Guardian down.
What?
It's unstoppable!
That's-
Ah!
I don't have any more heavy.
Yeah, it's in the. It's kind of in the name. It's an unstoppable ogre. See when he spawns.
No.
Damn noobs. See when
Alright,
he
we can do
spawns,
that.
it's usually all ogre.
Can you stop with the corny joke?
What?
I mean, come on.
Do you want me to stop with it? No, I'm not gonna stop. Of course I'm not gonna stop. Who else is making the corny jokes?
Why do we need
You
corny
need some
jokes?
levity to stem away the salt, because otherwise I'm just gonna get salty and blame you for that. Because you are supposed to be on unstoppable enemy detail. How could you run out of arrows? What were you using them on instead of unstoppable ogres? Huh?
I don't know, hash.
How many times did I have to revive you? You want me to be salty instead?
You don't have to be salty. You can
So you just want me to sit here and say
full
nothing?
of joy. You can just be full of
Even
joy.
when we lose?
We're gonna make
Of
it.
course we are. But still. I mean, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, too.
Guardian down.
There's a
Once
lot
again,
going
it's
on
up
here
to
right
me.
now, though.
To save the kingdom. Whoa! Why?
Whoa!
Okay.
I saw that. I don't know what the hell that was.
They
about.
didn't want me to have a neck anymore, so they saw it fit to shatter it. Just my neck. My back. My neck and my back. Cue the eye roll. Okay, I'm back. Black heart and all. I made it.
Nice.
I have brought my Leviathan's breath.
Guardian down.
What?
You know, just so you'll have a exotic bow backup. How did the last Guardian turn again? How'd that happen?
I don't know. I feel like
Boop! Ho 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 ho. Ouch. Oh no. No! No! Get away from me!
I can respawn now. Okay.
I brought him back! Oh, I could have gotten both of you. You just wanted to deny me my glory. That's all good. The wizards are alive. I'm gonna take out the other ads before I take out the wizards. That way we have a nice, clear, open damage phase to finagle with. Because after we take out the wizards, that's when Hashladun is vulnerable. So
Okay.
I say we take out all the foot soldiers first, and then take out the wizards last, so we can have a clear path to DPS. Everything's coming together like butt cheeks. Yes, it is. Thank you.
Indeed.
Holla. He knows what it's like to be one of the hep cats. See, that's how you become one of the hep cats. You know that, right?
What are
The first
headshots?
step is following our stream, of course. It's the first step to being a true hep cat. What do you mean?
What's a headcat?
I mean, it just means you're hep to the you know that. Can you act like you were born in the 80s?
I don't know what that is though.
I know you ain't got that slang, okay, but this means something. You gotta cut that out. Is the unstoppable ogre here yet?
I don't
see a
him.
fissure ogre. Oh, I see him. There he is. Yeah,
You
of course.
see him?
I'm coming for that booty. Wiggity swooty. Coming for that booty. Bam! And that's an ogre in the face. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, what? That was spectacular. You didn't see that? I saved your life while hammering an ogre. Full frontal.
Did not see that.
Full frontal ogre hammering occurred. All right, I'm coming for you. While that knight over there burns, ashamed of himself and what he done did. Oh, that's an ogre. You know what? Why? I just took out your brother. You dirty rat. You gotta chill. What's the matter? What's your problem?
Nothing.
Okay. I too sigh for absolutely no reason. All right, to be continued. Pow.
Worth it.
Pow. Oh, hey. Woo, maybe not.
Whoa.
Night and day. All right. And that is how you do it, sliding entirely on your bum.
Is dead.
This
There it
is
is.
a relief to hear,
Bum sliding.
but Hashladoon's presence is no coincidence.
Oh, I got a
must
prism.
have grander ambitions for the pyramid's influences.
Oh, nice.
Return to me.
Awesome.
There is much to discuss.
Did you get anything?
Nice. Let's see. I got something interesting that I've never seen before.
You know, prisms are like your second to last. They're how you get into the upper echelon of your armors.
I know.
And I mean,
What is this? Oh, like a lost ghost trace. I was like, what is that?
Neo B4 Zod, you are a champion. Love it. Thanks for the host. That's cool beans, I gotta say.
What is?
I'm very happy.
That we made it?
Yes, we made it. Not only did we make it, but we've also got some pretty cool orbiters in our midst. You know?
Oh, cool.
Lurk more, I always say. It's my motto. Did we seriously get 9 out of 10 letters?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see how many I have.
I mean, you should have 9. I feel like those letters were definitely equal opportunity letters.
I actually have 8.
What?
Because you killed the Noger without me.
Oh, did you have to be alive for the...
Yeah, I had to be alive. So I have 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is not, I mean, it's not terrible. We could probably just do like
A light to decent chunk of a of an ordeal. And
yeah.
Leave
Of an
some
ordeal,
poor
so,
maroon
yeah.
stranded out in the But I gotta say, you are holding your own.
I wouldn't want to
You're
do
holding
that,
your own
but
really well in these ordeals. Well, you know, one of the weeklies is doing this at least 3 times, because if you notice, the objective says higher tiers grant more progress, and it's out of 5. So doing it on hero got us 2.
Mhm. Oh, nice. That's good.
So you know, there was still hope there. I was hoping we would get it before the I was hoping we would get it before the end here, but
I mean, we only have 2 left to go, so I think maybe next time we can, we can get those 2, and, go to Eris and get her that final memory, because I think Ariana's got to be the last one.
she's got to be.
We already
Well,
got
if you
2
notice,
of them.
Eris only has 1 spirit floating around her, so
Yeah.
that's got to be Ariana,
True.
and it looks like a warlock. It looks like it's wearing
Yeah.
the robes, the robesons.
And then we can see what the Vex offensive's got popping. Or the final assault.
I can't believe I hyped that up. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. It's in the thumbnail. It's in the thumbnail. Why didn't we do it?
Because we did the ordeal
Because you left.
instead.
You demon. The thumbnail is a lie. The sizzle text is a lie. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. We don't have time to do it, do we?
No, I have to go to
It
bed.
takes like
soon.
15 minutes. Like 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. Okay. Okay. Alright. You know the Vex offensive isn't long. It's pretty short.
Alright, fine. I guess who needs sleep, right?
I mean, yeah, I too have had my day depend entirely on 15 minutes of crab.
Not the point.
What? You can't make the thumbnail a lie. And we're gonna get those last 2 champions. Here, don't you want a weird moss to grow out of your ship too? Look at me. Don't you want to be like me? Have a chia ship.
Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, I kind of like this Osiris one.
Oh yeah, you are flying that giant moth, aren't you?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a moth. What is that? What's the name of that? The Sails of Osiris. When eyes are clear, justice need not be blind. Oh, is that a dig at Brother Vance? Jeez. I'm kidding. Have you read the lore on it?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember what it is, though. Let's see.
Apparently Ikora is disbelieving in Osiris's belief in the Vex future. She's like, I fear your obsession may be your undoing, and Osiris is like, obsession? And it's like, kind of, bro. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but just a little bit, just slightly. See, this is why no one wants to be the one to tell him, like, okay, Osiris, you might be just a little bit obsessed with causality loops.
Maybe a
Never
little
watch
bit,
the
yeah.
Terminator franchise. Just don't do it. Osiris would lose his mind trying to make sense of that timeline. It's like, but he sends him back in time to see his mother, but then he won't be born unless he sends him back in time, and he has to die, but not before impregnating her, so that I can be born. And then,
Yeah.
but then she has to rescue me as a child, so that I can grow up to be the man that I'm supposed to be. Which can't happen if, and then his head explodes. His head just explodes.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, but then why does Skynet send the machine back, knowing that sending the machine back will cause them to send Kyle back? If their true plan is to undo the birth of John Connor, then they wouldn't send a Terminator back, because sending a Terminator back makes them and then you know, then his, like, the feathers drop off of his headpiece one by one. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, if there's anything that Dark Fate does to the Terminator timelines, I feel like it irrevocably breaks it, and not in a good way. It actually makes the franchise kind of bleak, actually, if you think about it.
Really,
Well, because
what?
what Dark Fate is telling us, essentially, is that there is no hope. There is no stopping Skynet, because even when you stop Skynet, there's a Legion. That no matter what anyone does, no matter what Kyle Reese did, no matter what Sarah does or did, it's all doomed. Because you're fucked anyway. They couldn't, like, at the end of Judgment Day, you could say effectively that Sarah Connor had finally made her own fate. Through the efforts of her son,
Yeah.
the T-800 they befriended, Miles Dyson. Like, through all of their efforts in the first two movies,
Yeah.
they effectively chose their own fate. But what Dark Fate is saying is that,
Yeah.
no, you didn't. You have no control over your fate, because a T-800 is going to come out of nowhere and shoot John in the face.
Well, no, that's not really what
I
it's
mean-
saying. It's saying that.
Sarah,
Well, okay, so the T-100 that
Skynet's
shot.
wake came Legion.
She did. Well,
Still
no,
a
that's
killer
not what
AI.
happened. Still a killer AI, but you can think about it in another way. If we're saying that certain things appear to be an inevitability, right? Like, one way or the other, we're going to create an AI that is eventually going to rebel and become self-aware and decide that we need to be taken out.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's no stopping it. If you
Okay.
stop Skynet, there's just going to be a Legion.
What? But wait a second.
No matter what.
Say that's
Okay,
true.
It is true.
Right, but also one other thing that is true is that regardless of how advanced this thing is, it ultimately computes that the only way to stop us is to go back in time and kill the leader of the human resistance. Think about that for a second.
Jessica.
Super smart
Yeah.
AI, super smart AI
Okay.
decides that despite all of the tools available to it, it's pretty near omniscient, right? The only way to stop humanity is to go back in time and stop the leader of the
Exactly.
resistance.
That's fucking bleak. That means that no matter what they do, there will always be an AI that will always send a machine back in time, that will always try to kill the leader of the human resistance and inadvertently make them that, like, that's what I mean. That's fucking bleak. At the end of Terminator 2, Sarah Connor had stopped Skynet. They destroyed everything that led to the creation of it. Her and John got to live a life. They got to save the world in their timeline. They got to live at the end of Judgment Day. What Dark Fate is telling us is essentially that there will always be an AI. There will always be a leader to a resistance, which means there will always be a resistance. There will always be a mass genocide of humanity. The very thing they were trying to stop is an inevitability that can't be stopped. That's bleak. That means that everything Sarah Connor did, everything she sacrificed, everything she lost was for nothing. Because no matter what, there's always going to be a cataclysmic genocide of humanity that will warrant and necessitate a human resistance. Basically, Sarah couldn't make her own fate.
And
nobody can make their own fate because we're fucked. Either way, we're always fucked.
Well,
Into
we're
a
not
bleak
fucked.
future.
We have a resistance.
Jessica,
Well,
we have
that's
a
one way
resistance.
to look at it. But you could.
Jessica,
what?
why do we? Jessica,
But
why
you
do we
can
need a
also
resistance?
say-
Because of a mass
Because something bleak
human
happened.
genocide. Because of a mass human genocide by machines. That's what the resistance is. It's
Yes.
fighting against the domination and desperate struggle of humanity against machines. That's saying no matter what, our fate is to desperately struggle for our lives in the face of more advanced machines. Dark Fate basically tells us that you can't change your fate.
Okay.
That it's bleak no matter what. It doesn't matter what Grace
I
does.
see what you mean.
Well, John. It doesn't
I
matter
see
what
what you
Sarah
mean.
does. It doesn't matter what
But-
Danny does.
I see what you.
That sucks.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Why is there a
but
but?
What I'm trying to say is. What I'm trying to say is.
Unless you're
if
saying
you're saying that that's an inevitability, then the resistance is also an inevitability. And the fact that this machine can't find a
Jess-
way to defeat
Jessica.
us with the means that it already has.
I appreciate your willingness to find a silver lining to this, but literally, the reality is that we are stuck in a never-ending loop of humanity getting fucked. At the end of the day, I mean, you can paint it as Legion can't figure out how to stop the humans, but literally, Jessica, that means that humanity is always fucked. That's what it really means. I mean, sure, yeah, Legion can't stop the humans. That just means we're in a never-ending loop of getting fucked. That
Well, okay, but that was true.
No, it
before
wasn't.
Dark Fate.
Terminator 2 ended. Sarah Connor stopped Skynet. That was it. They destroyed the chip, the arm, the liquid metal Terminator, and then Arnold, thereby preventing the creation of Skynet in their universe. When Judgment Day ended, it ended. That was it. That was it. That was how the movie ended.
Okay, so you're saying the only. Okay, so are you taking into account any of the other movies, or are you
I'm
saying
not.
that all the
No,
other
I'm
movies?
not. Because
Oh, okay.
because this series
Okay.
should never have continued past Terminator 2 to begin with. Because Terminator 2 has an ending. So it's like, yeah, if you want to count Rise of the Machines, where John Connor is older and he's with Claire Danes, and I consider that movie fan service. It's very funny, tongue-in-cheek,
It was.
black comedy fan service. But I do not consider any part of it to be like, oh, well, this is canon. Because it's like, okay, so you mean to tell me, after sending back a liquid metal Terminator who could near perfectly imitate humanity, the next robot they sent over was something that looked human but acted so robotic it was transparent? Because to me, Kristana Loken doesn't seem like an upgrade to the liquid metal Terminator. Like, if whoever made that movie was
No.
really thinking about the continuity of this franchise and not just, hey, we're going to make something funny. Talk to the hand. You know, I just... And that's why Dark Fate goes, nothing after Terminator 2 happened. Because even Dark Fate knew that trying to continue it from any of the other movies, save for Salvation, which I feel is aged, oddly enough, it's aged pretty well. Weirdly enough.
I have not watched Salvation.
You never saw Terminator Salvation? With Sam Worthington?
No, I have. I just
Dale
haven't
Fisher?
watched it
Oh.
anytime. I did watch it. I just
It's
haven't watched
actually
it
aged
recently.
pretty well.
So that was a while
It's
ago.
probably the only Terminator movie post 2 that attempted to tell a story that wasn't, you know, Terminator comes through portal, tries to kill someone, other Terminator
Yeah.
comes through to stop Terminator. Like, that was the first movie that actually said, hey, we're going to tell a story in the far-flung future and try and shake it up a little bit. It's kind of aged really well in that regard when you put it up against all the other sequels. But no, but unfortunately, because we have to, because James Cameron said it, because we have to take Dark Fate as canon, and because Dark Fate takes place directly after 2, they have irrevocably changed the story in so much that we're just always boned. Like, what's even the point of watching another Terminator movie at this point? A murderous AI is an inevitability.
think they're
A human resistance with their backs against the wall is an inevitability. It sucks. It's basically saying, hey man, no matter what you do, we are always going to have the same basic premise of the first 2 Terminator movies for all time. For all time. Well, John.
I mean,
heck, even Arnold was giving Linda Hamilton coordinates of Terminator that just kept coming through portals. They just didn't stop coming through portals. Linda Hamilton just spent 40 years fighting Terminators. Just blowing Terminators up for 40 years until she got wrinkly. I'll be back. Oh, my face. I sat down and really thought about it and how bleak that was. I mean, even though it's nice how Danny's she's the leader of the Resistance. That's fantastic. But I thought the point was not to keep making Resistance leaders. It was to make it so that we didn't need a Resistance in the first place. John Connor was supposed to grow up a normal boy, not a hardened war vet.
well, a couple of things here. I think that
Box of scraps.
Dark Fate was supposed to be the beginning of a new trilogy.
My brain.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen anymore. So we'll never know where they actually were gonna take
Honestly,
this story.
I feel like they wrote themselves into a serious corner. Like, I'm morbidly curious.
Well, no, they didn't. If they were planning to do 3 movies, they probably had a way. I mean, it's not. I don't know that you can say that without a shadow of a doubt that a murderous AI is inevitable. It's an inevitability. We have 2. That doesn't mean it's inevitable.
Dear Sarah Connor stopped Skynet, and in Skynet's place we had Legion.
She stopped Skynet.
So if you think if they stop Legion?
Yeah, that's 2 murderous
Okay,
AIs.
so you just need to see 3 murderous AIs before you believe that if they stop Legion there won't be another one?
Well, yeah, if you looked at it from a statistical standpoint, 2 doesn't mean anything. 2 could be a coincidence.
Well, I can tell you that Legion is far worse than Skynet was, because at least via Skynet and that human resistance, they made a metal endoskeleton Terminator, and then a liquid metal Terminator. Legion made both at the same time. Necessitated a future that required bionic cyborg humans like Grace. If anything, Legion is worse than Skynet was. So to scale, if you stop Legion, something even more fucked up is gonna come after Legion.
Maybe.
We're just gonna act like patterns don't exist. All right.
There's no pattern. There's only 2 things.
Okay. If you want to be all meta and just count the movies instead of listen to what the narrative is literally telling you.
Okay, so we just
you want to
said,
count movies
right,
and be meta, but I'm just talking about the story.
No, I'm not counting
Sarah Connor didn't
movies.
say in the first movie.
I'm talking about the story too.
Then you heard that in the movie. That's what they said. Yeah, you stopped Skynet, and all that did was make Legion. So what does that tell you, Jessica?
It means that in stopping Skynet, we created Legion. That doesn't mean it's an
They literally say in the movie that you stop one AI, another one just comes up. That's why Sarah Connor becomes all disenfranchised about her womb. She's like, well, I thought I had the savior to humanity. I guess I don't. I guess I didn't. I guess it's you now. Remember that line? Oh, I guess it's gonna be you. And you're gonna birth the next one. And it's like, yeah, kinda. That sucks. I mean, you gotta think.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor spent 40 damn years of her life killing Terminators. Because a T-800 was giving her the coordinates for Terminators that would not stop coming through portals. Like, what does that tell you about their future?
Why?
That they're still...
What was going on with these Terminators? What was the mission for these Terminators?
Who freaking knows? To kill Danny? I don't know. To kill Sarah? Maybe. But all I know is that Terminators kept coming through portals. So what does that say about the future they're coming from?
I don't know. Interesting question.
I mean, I don't want to be a pessimist, you know, but I feel like Dark Fate is a little more literal than any of us want to admit. Like, the fate is indeed dark.
Maybe. I mean, yes. If you look at it purely as the things that are happening are inevitable, it is bleak. But I don't believe...
The fact that we have like 5 movies worth of Terminator comes through portal, tries to kill person in the present, good Terminator comes through portal, protects person in the present. Like, if that wasn't an enduring formula that has followed every single one of these things, it'd be a lot easier to say, well, something different could happen this time. But has anything different ever happened?
Well, no, but
Even
we
in
just
this new
said
one.
that the other movies are not canon.
Yes.
Right?
But even in Dark Fate, what happened?
Guardian down.
In Dark
What happened?
Fate,
We had a bad Terminator come through a portal
what happened
to kill the inevitable leader of the human resistance. And this time we had a bionic human come through the portal to protect her. We have the exact same thing happening, except it's just not John Connor. It's the exact same thing, though.
Yeah. I mean, you could just chalk that up to the formula of the Terminator franchise.
Well, I mean, if they were gonna redo the formula,
yeah,
wouldn't this have been the time to redo it?
Yeah, but they didn't.
I feel like, you know, what was it? Like the Joker said, you know, we're gonna be doing this forever. Skynet needs humans, and humans need Skynet. We're just bound by fate to forever be in conflict, to never stop one another. We need to create each other, and we also need to stop each other at the same time. Forever and ever and ever. Like, Skynet can't take out humanity because humanity needs to invent Skynet. And humanity can't take out Skynet.
Right.
Because without Skynet, they don't have any reason to fight for their lives after an extinction level event of their own creation. If that doesn't sound like...
I mean, humanity could take out Skynet.
Well, I thought that was the point of the first 2 movies, was to create a situation where Skynet couldn't be created. You know?
Yeah.
And the reason Skynet was created was because of the chip in the arm from the Terminators. Like, we had a root birth of Skynet to deal with. It was the fact that the Terminator left behind in the first movie was what facilitated the creation of it. Mind you, the Terminator was sent back in the first place because, see what I mean? It's a loop. It's a literal causality loop.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to happen so that it needs to happen. This is the bleak reality of the Terminator franchise. If none of these things happen, then none of these things happen. It's like this Vex. There are hundreds of undying minds. Because if the undying mind dies, then it can't be the undying mind. So if we kill it, It's the dying mind, and it can't create. Oh gosh, my brain. It's the undying mind because it can't die, and it can't die because we can't kill it. So we built a gate to kill every version of it at once.
Yeah.
You think that'll stop it? I feel like the Vex are like Terminators.
Killing
They've
it?
just been around since time immemorial.
And they operate within time.
And apparently they operate the same way. Is it me, or does fighting the Undying Mind feel just like fighting the Gate Lord?
It does, yes.
It's the same mechanic. I thought it'd be like Duncan Void charges or something, you know, doing something cool.
Down.
Oh.
Like, imagine that the only people, imagine that the only entity that actually has their eyes on the ball are the Vex. Like, the Vex just know that everything is inevitable. So the only way to put a stop to our cyclical nature is just to homogenize everything and make it all the same perfect shape. They're like darkness, light, darkness, light, collapse, golden age, collapse, golden age. Why can't we all just be a unified machine body and just stop all of this crap? Fallen humanity. Who's gonna get the light next? Who's gonna collapse next? How about not doing any of that? How about just being the perfect shape? The perfect calculation.
Well, that's not what the Vex are.
I mean, the Vex seem wholly unconcerned with our BS. They just want to terraform everything into giant metal boxes.
Yeah.
Maybe the Vex are more woke than anyone else.
Perhaps they are.
I mean, I don't know. I was already thoroughly flabbergoosed when I learned that Vex are not robots, but the radiolarian fluid. The robot is just a shell for the fluid. That blew my mind the first time I heard it. Still kind of does to this day. Now, can you imagine? To some degree, Guardians work the same way, no?
Yeah, that's true. We're not really these bodies. We're the... No,
we're like the...
Because our bodies get destroyed.
Yeah, and what are we reconstructed from ghost memories or something like that? What was it?
Yeah, the ghosts kind of store who we are and then reconstruct us whenever they need to.
Which is bananas, I've got to say.
That's crazy.
Like, can you imagine all the ghost has to do is look back into a point in time when you were alive and well and then just reconstruct you?
Mm-hmm.
And it can do that in an instant.
Yeah.
Is that not too dissimilar from the...
Do you remember that? Do you remember that lore card where there's a guardian that
This can be it? No! Go on. Thank you.
that is stuck in like a time loop?
I think so. Is it the one that's like in the Black Garden? And he like cut his hand on one of the plants? And bled light?
No, it's the one that he leaped on top of he leapt on top of like a Vex. Yes!
We did it!
That's one more instantiation of the Undying Mind for our tally. Ikora will be pleased.
Oh man.
We did it.
We did
We
it.
stopped
Yep.
yet another spawn of the Undying Mind.
Yet another, huh?
Well, you know, I'm kind of reading it as either disrespectfully meta or just kind of flagrantly disrespectfully meta, that the story is literally that we just have to that we're going to just be fighting hundreds of the damn thing, because that just
Yeah.
sounds like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, that just sounds like the Vex offensive with a dying mind boss, with an undying mind boss at the end. And via
basically.
playing it over and over, you are literally defeating hundreds of the undying mind. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure if this is like
Yep.
flagrantly disrespectfully meta or just casually disrespectfully meta, but did you literally just canonize repetition?
Yep.
Like actual
They did.
repetition? Bungie,
That is what they did.
this was the event.
They were like, get ready.
You should have called it Vex Offensive Dark Fate. Fight the undying mind over and over and over and over and over and over. Here.
So remember that Lord card where there's a guardian? Okay.
It's okay. I mean, hey, if you're not disappointed, I'm not.
I wasn't expecting a lot from Vex Offensive.
And you should have. We
be
paid a lot of
honest.
money for it. This is the season.
For Vex
Okay,
Offensive?
Vex Offensive is the seasonal event. It's the event of this season. It's the culmination of the season of the Undying. Yes, it's going away when the season's over. So for this to be the final event, like if you look at the season pass calendar, the last event of the season was the Undying Mind. So this was the last event of the season.
Yeah, well, they were on their
Kill the
own with
Undying
that.
Mind for 21 days, you mooks. Okay. By the way, he has the same mechanics as a Gate Lord. Okay.
So, do you remember that lore card where there's a Titan apparently who like jumps on top of like a Vex grenade, and the grenade gets him stuck in time? He's like perpetually reaching for this grenade.
Okay. I didn't remember that.
Okay, so his ghost apparently is like, you know, sometimes when you like fall off a cliff or something, or you get violently injured, your ghost doesn't have to wait until you fall and die.
And why does it?
You're
That's just kind of mean.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm saying, like, say you fall off a high cliff and you're gonna be falling forever. It just destroys your body and brings you
That's
back.
what I'm saying. Then your ghost is pretty mean, because if I'm about to like get flattened by an ogre, or if I'm about to fly into the side of a cliff and break my neck, to know that the ghost could have just reconstructed my body at any point before the impact kind of seems kind of mean. Now that I realize, you know, I have to hit that wall, break that neck, get flattened first, when the ghost could have just been like, oh wait, let me just...
Well,
far-reaching implications.
I guess I guess you could form a relationship with your ghost where. Well, no, ghosts have like personalities and wills of their own, right? Like, You could potentially. I wish we could do that in this game. That would be really interesting,
Transfer.
actually. If you could like form a relationship with your ghost and
Get faster revives.
ask. Kinda, yeah. Like you could have it, like it can do that, right? According to the lore, at least. Like it can. It doesn't in cases where it thinks you're not like where it's pretty sure you're not gonna survive anyway. It doesn't wait until you die. It just destroys your body and brings you back.
Ah.
So in this case, you know, in the case where the Titan is perpetually stuck waiting for this grenade to blow up, it really wants to do that. It really wants to just destroy his body and bring him back. But he can't because he's like stuck in like this weird time, like slowdown loop where every second around it is one in which he's still alive.
So that's why he can't bring it. That's why he can't bring him back.
No, so this Titan is perpetually stuck because he's not dead, and he's moving so slowly that like
That's depressing.
sorry, yeah. It's actually in Ghost Stories. Actually, I think this is where you got that idea of like what do you call it? Like it just looks at a neighboring timeline where you're still alive and brings you back.
Yeah, that might have been where I got. Yeah, that might have been it.
Mhm.
Yeah. That actually might have been the ghost. That might have been the story. Yeah.
A transaction to make, Guardian?
All right, it is very late, so unfortunately I have to
Well,
go
that's
to bed.
fine. You know, I'd ask how you felt about the Vex, about how you felt about the final assault of the Vex offensive, but it doesn't seem like you cared very much.
It was kind of just okay. It was the same as the other Vex assault, except with the I mean, the Undying Mind was pretty much the same as the other
The Gate
boss.
Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Like, Bungie, what the F? What were you
Yeah,
doing for
I know,
weeks?
that was kind of... I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're working on Season of the Dawning. Or Season of the
Like, we had
Dawn.
all that hype. We had all that hype. All that anticipation, you know, towards this event. And all they did was swap the Gate Lord for the Undying Mind.
With the Undying Mind. Yeah.
You fight him the exact same way.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. It seems
Maybe we should.
that way.
The Twitter is not pleased. Everybody's online like, what the F? Really? This is what we waited for? This is what the season pass amounted to? This? What? Bungie.
Yeah, nah, Bungie. You gotta have to step it up.
Yeah, I'm
next
pretty
time.
sure if there isn't already, there has to be a Joker video. There's gotta be a Joker
Oh my
video out
God.
there. I'm gonna check right before I go to bed.
If it's not already up, it's probably gonna be up early
Yep,
tomorrow.
because I know he's gonna be. Oh man, but that does indeed conclude tonight's expert playlist, where we fought the Undying Mind as he refused to die in one of many possible timelines, while also discussing the Terminator franchise and its multiple timelines. Definitely thematically appropriate. I had fun there. Thank you for indulging my thoughts. Appreciate you.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to say to the creatures at home before we sign off?
Just that they should check out the YouTubes and the Twitters and the Instagrams and the Facebooks. Definitely check out InfernalPenguins.com for all the other stuff.
For all the other stuff that is fit to print. Would you say that it is also in a similar causality loop? Would you say that they have to check InfernalPenguins.com in order to keep abreast of the expert playlist? And that the expert playlist also directs them to InfernalPenguins.com, causing a loop?
Indeed.
I agree. You heard the lady. You heard her. Check out all the things. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our new followers. Thank you for that host earlier. The further we spread, the stronger we get. I appreciate you all. We will catch you same bat time. Same bat channel, as it were. Same channel of the bats. We may bonus episode. We may not. It all depends on how we're feeling. And how close we feel like we should get to Eris. Because, I don't know about you, but I am ready for that last memory. But we'll save that.
I'm ready for that last memory too.
But we will save that for later. As always, I am the Expert Penguin. With me, as always, is the greatest co-op partner in the galaxy, our Infernal Majesty. Good night, my friends.
Good night.
Good night. Oof. Boy, I tell you. Causality loops. See, Osiris was right to leave this timeline. He knew better. He knew it was coming. He was like, nah, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'll be in the infinite forest if you need me.